shotgun. He's going to throw deep. And he's got Stein Spring.
Well, that's number 7. That's Colin Ball.
Oh, is that Colin Ball?
Colin Ball.
That's a touchdown. Let's set up the game as far as keys. I think the key for Blacksburg is to show Giles right away that they're not going to be able to run over. They're going to be able to stop them. But the first thing we're going to see is Blacksburg offense against the Giles defense, and Blacksburg has to establish the fact that they're going to be able to move the ball this year. Ryan Sims is running well. They got Bornstadt, the kid at quarterback, who is new this year quarterback. He did not play football last year. He played basketball. But based on what I see and what I've heard, he got a lot of raw talent, and he's very, very capable of handling that position. So we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. I think it's very important that we win the battle up front. I think we need to establish a run game, and then hopefully that'll open up the pass for Caleb. We have some very good skilled position players, and we have some very good offensive linemen, and we just have to win the battle up front.
Now they're introducing both. They're introducing the offensive starters now. So basically, they're introducing all the starters, and that's good. I mean, give these kids some recognition. They finally got the scoreboard working. That little a little emergency up here where the scoreboard went completely dark. I'm glad to see it's running now, so we'll have a scoreboard.
That's always beneficial.
Yeah, I mean, it's especially for us trying to figure out where we are in the game. So now you can hear the excitement. We got people jumping up and down. The Blacksburg Bruins are jumping up and down near the locker room entrance. They have yet to take the field. They're waiting for the intro, and you can hear the music. This is great. This is really good.
Wonderful atmosphere.
Yeah.
I think they're carrying out a new flag tonight. Thanks for the team this week.
Look, they've got some fog. They have some smoke.
You get the fog. Look at the student population.
Yeah, this is great.
2012 Blacksburg High School.
I promise you this. This last year, folks, this is all new. And guess what? The Giles players are over there watching them. That's great. All right. We're down to just a couple minutes for the opening kickoff. We'll see what happens. This should be interesting. Like I said, last year, Blacksburg played them tough over in Parisburg. Just couldn't get on the board, and a turnover, and basically a blocked punt that they ran in. Giles ran in for a touchdown. That was the only score of the game other than a field goal that Giles added late. And what a disappointing loss to play as hard as they did and basically shut down this vaunted Giles offense and still lose the game.
Absolutely. You know, if you can shut them down and be able to score some points, you can walk away happy. Unfortunately, last year that I think it sort of dominoed for the rest of the year after that loss.
I think you're right. I think they felt like they played well enough to win, and they just didn't get it done.
Absolutely, and you know, the attitude sort of shifted, but you know, I think the attitude's back. They have a little bit of swagger about them, and you know, I think they're ready to go.
And that was a good Giles team too. They finished the season 10-2. They lost in the state playoffs. I mean, they went on a good run, and really, Blacksburg showed that they could play against anybody. It just didn't happen for them. Every game it seemed like something bad happened, and then it snowballed after that.
Absolutely. You know, one of the key things that we haven't talked about is Giles. Their starting tailback from last year is not with them this year.
That's right.
He's transferred. Ethan Mitchell. He transferred to Brook Point. So you know, it'll be interesting to see how the backfield of Giles plays out this year with him not in the position.
15. David Hirsch is deep to receive along with Corbin Hendricks for Blacksburg. And for Giles, let's see if we can catch the kickoff guy. They have a really good punter.
Number 21.
Garrett Lee, okay, he's also the kickoff guy. He's a left-footed kicker. Saw him warming up. He's got a big leg. He's a big kid. He's 6'1", 181. He's going to kick off. Ball's in the air. We're underway here. Blacksburg and Giles, opening night for the 2012 football season. And it's brought back. On the return was David Hirsch, and he's knocked down, it looks like the 25-yard line. Let's see where they start.
Hirsch on the return.
24-yard line.
24-yard line.
First and 10 for Blacksburg from their own 24-yard line. David Hirsch is one of the wide receivers, and he made a nice return. So now we'll see what the big quarterback can do. Caleb Bornstadt. He is a sophomore. He's 6'6", 176. So think of this, Brad. He's just as tall as Logan Thomas. He's just 100 pounds lighter.
Isn't that something?
Almost, anyway.
Well, he played well last week, I thought, and you know, this is going to be a great thing for him. Looks like he's not out there right now.
He's actually split wide to the right, and we got Phoenix Cole at quarterback. They got Bornstadt at wide receiver. And then they got Austin Hanks in motion across the backfield. Phoenix Cole has the ball. They're looking for Bornstadt. And it's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by Giles, 35-30. And he's down inside the 30-yard line. And that was not a good throw. It was underthrown. Tyler Purdue picked it off. I like the play, but the ball is underthrown. You throw it to a 6'6" wide receiver, you got to get it downfield.
You have to get some altitude on it. Let him go up and catch it to where he's the only one that can catch it.
That's all right. I like the play call. They're showing that they're going to be aggressive, and that's something that I'm sure Giles wasn't ready for. The defensive back, just so you know, the guy that made the interception was 5'11". He's trying to cover a 6'6" guy. So it was a mismatch. Phoenix Cole just didn't get the ball to him. Okay, first down for Giles at the Blacksburg 29-yard line. So now we'll see what the Blacksburg defense can do against this Giles single wing offense. Direct snap, nothing fancy here. They're running straight ahead. And it's a good run by number 5. That's Ian Mann.
Ian Mann, the ball carrier.
Tackled by, let's see who got him, 58, C.J. Lincoln. Not Salardo. Marcus Salardo got him.
They
did get a first down.
Giles blockers did very well right there.
That was just a straight dive play over the left side. There wasn't any deception there. It's direct snap, and he just ran over the left side. And you're right, good blocking on the play. 14-yard gain down to the 15-yard line. First down for Giles after the interception. Blacksburg trying to keep him out of the end zone here early in the game. Once again, there's 2 men in the backfield. Snap could go to either one of them. Ian Mann got the last snap, and he gets it again. He's going straight ahead. This time they hit him after about a 3 or 4 yard gain.
And again, the ball carrier stopped after a short gain.
Let's see who got him. Like maybe 32.
I believe it was Alardo again.
Yeah, Alardo and Joe Hunter was in there.
The one thing with the defense that's preparing for the single wing and many opportunities, the linebackers are the ones that's going to get the majority of the tackles. Your guys up front are filling the holes and filling the gaps and just trying to make piles.
Well, that was a much better defensive play. They only got 2 yards. I thought he got more than that, but it's 2nd and 8 now inside the 15-yard line for Giles. Opening series for the Spartans after the interception. Ball was bobbled momentarily. That ruined the timing of the play, and Blacksburg is all over it. No gain. I'm not sure who the ball carrier was. It was number 3. It was Brett Whitlow, it looked like. Marcus Alardo in again on the play. He's one of the leaders on defense.
Gain on the play. Third down.
Marcus and C.J. Lincoln really sniffed that out. When the ball popped loose, Brett Whitlow was fortunate to be able to get it back.
Brad, that's one thing about this offense. The ball is handled a lot, and it is mistake prone. They have laid the ball on the ground. And that time it was bobbled, and it's all about timing. And when the timing breaks down, it's not nearly as effective. 3rd down and 8. This is huge for the Blacksburg defense. Ball's on the ground, and he picked it up, and now he's going to run. Oh my goodness, he may score. He's down inside the 5-yard line. Unfortunate, Blacksburg had the ball on the ground. They couldn't get there. Ryan Sims makes the touchdown-saving tackle. But it is a first down and goal for Giles. The ball was loose back at the 20-yard line, and Blacksburg could not make the play. And then finally picking it up and running down to the 5-yard line was number 5, Ian Mann.
That's just a great athletic play by Ian.
Yep.
They thought they had him in the backfield. He came across the field and showed a lot of heart and courage and got down for the first down.
So 2 plays in a row, they've juggled the football. Shows a little bit of nerves here early in the game. That bodes well for Blacksburg. We've got a long way to go, folks, but it's 1st and goal at the 5-yard line for Giles. Bruins trying to keep him out of the end zone. Ian Mann again spins down. Did he get to the goal line? Very close. Yep, I got a touchdown.
Touchdown, Giles.
I did not see one official raise his hand, but the other one did. So it is a touchdown for Giles, and that comes with 8:58 on the clock. And extra point coming. And once again, it'll be Garrett Lee with the extra point attempt. So that was set up by an interception on the first play for Blacksburg. And for Giles, they didn't have to go very far. 27 yards, something like that. We got a flag. And let's see what we have. It's going to be, actually, it's against Blacksburg. So Giles now is going to bring their offense back, and they're going to go for 2. Because the ball now sits at the 1.5 yard line. Blacksburg lined up offside, so that's a break for Giles. And they say, hey, you know what? We're down at the 1.5 yard line. We're going to try to get 2 points here. So that's another mistake by Blacksburg. The thing you can't do is make a lot of mistakes against this Giles football team. The good news is they have a chance to shut this play down and only be trailing by 6 points. So we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. Got to be tough at the line of scrimmage here.
Mental mistake, lined up offside. Here we go. This is the conversion, 2 points. And it stopped way back. Blacksburg shuts it down. So that's a break for Blacksburg early in this game. Timeout on the field. 8:58 left to go in the first quarter. Giles 6, Blacksburg nothing.
Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna like this place. No one is gonna bother me here. Yeah, this is the spot. The kind of spot a nice piece of trash like me could get used to. Yeah, I'm gonna be here a while. Hey, where are you going?
To the river.
Nice. Whoa, what's going on? Where are you taking me? No, not there. Not in there. Dude.
Pick it up, Blacksburg.
What's that smell?
Bill McShane, Brad Everly back live, Bill Brown Stadium. We have 6 points on the board. Giles taking advantage of an early turnover. Trick play by Blacksburg. They take their starting quarterback, who's 6'6". They line him up on the wide receiver position. They use their backup quarterback. They try to hit the big guy downfield. They had a mismatch, but the ball was underthrown. Giles intercepts the ball, and they managed to get it in the end zone. Excuse me, but they decided to go for 2 after an offside penalty, and they did not convert, so they only lead 6-0. So Blacksburg has to feel pretty good about that.
Absolutely. Hopefully, by stopping the 2-point conversion, hopefully that'll shift the momentum back around, and the offense can get out on the field and be ready to move it down and see if we can't get 6.
So Garrett Lee will kick off. Once again, it's David Hirsch deep in the middle. Corbin Hendricks is back there too. It's going to be Hirsch on the return. He's back at the 5-yard line. He's up to the 10, the 15, the 20, and gets up to about the 24-yard line, just about the exact same spot where they started from the last time. I kind of feel like Bornstadt will be the quarterback now.
Yeah,
I think that's a one-shot deal.
I do believe so.
See what they do.
Talking to Joe Lucas prior to the game, he had said they had a special play to start with. So
Well, that was definitely special.
I think we saw it.
I love the play call, just they didn't execute.
Absolutely.
And we may see that again, but maybe not tonight. But that's a great idea. We'll put that 6'6" quarterback out on the wide receiver position. Mismatch all the way.
Absolutely.
And Bornstadt is the quarterback now. Ryan Sims in the tail of the eye. Ryan Sims gets the ball. He's got Austin Hanks out in front blocking for him, but he only got a couple of yards.
Ryan Sims, the ball
That play
carrier.
worked well against EC Glass last
Short
week.
gain on the play.
I'm sure that Giles got to look at that film. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Hunter Mathias on the stop.
Hunter Mathias made the play.
Looks like Corbin Hendricks went in to tailback there. It looks like Ryan Sims lost his helmet in the
Well,
play.
and not only that, Ryan Sims has been banged up a little bit. Coach Chris told me that Ryan showed up after the scrimmage on Monday, and he was limping. And he didn't say anything after the game, but he is not 100%. So we'll see how long he can go tonight. Hopefully, he's not hurt too bad because he's a heck of a running back. But so is Corbin Hendricks. There's Bornstadt back to pass. He throws, and he finds his man. That's complete. And that is Morgan McCoy. Morgan McCoy is 5'6", 134. He's a freshman, Brad, and they really love this kid.
Absolutely. I've known Morgan since he was born. His dad, Tracy McCoy, is the one that I was talking about with the touchdown club.
Okay.
And Morgan is a special player.
That's a first down, by the way, out to the 35-yard line. You're going to be hearing that name a lot, Morgan McCoy. He is very quick. Bornstadt hands off to Ryan Sims. Ryan cuts it back up inside. Good run out to the 40. 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5. That's the Ryan Sims we like. He's a very good, he likes to cut real quick. He's quick to the hole, and he sees daylight. He's a very good daylight runner.
Absolutely. That was good blocking up front by our lineman there. That was a nice hole. Good gain of about 5 yards.
Daniel Steinspring, by the way, is the other wide receiver. We have 2 of the smallest wide receivers, I think, anywhere. And I was talking to Coach, he's Brian Steinspring's son, and I said, Coach, he probably gives you a hard time. You're such a big guy. And he said, yeah, every time he looks at me, he says, Dad, what happened? How did I get to be so little? Here's Ryan Sims on the pitch play. He didn't get many blocks that time, and so Ryan did good to get a yard. It's going to be 3rd down and 4. But anyway, with Daniel Steinspring and Morgan McCoy, you got 2 guys that are 5'6" and 5'8" respectively. So they're not very big, but they're very fast. Oh, is that Ryan?
That's Ryan.
Ryan's on the ground.
He came around the corner. It looks like he was limping pretty good.
That's not what I want to see. Boy, that's tough. And like I said, he wasn't 100% coming into the game. I don't really know. I didn't see I don't know if it was a knee or he rolled an ankle. I didn't see what happened. Did you?
No, I didn't see it. It appeared when he was coming around the corner, I just saw him limping basically. But it looks like that she could be tending to his knee a little bit there.
And we got The coaches, everybody's very concerned. The coaches are on the field, so is the trainer. Everybody's on one knee. I'll tell you what, let's take a break. Let's take a 60-second break right now. 7:20 left to go in the first quarter. Timeout on the field with the score Giles 6, Blacksburg nothing.
The world is a stage, and that includes the sidewalks of Blacksburg. The town of Blacksburg would like to invite those who would like to showcase their talents to come out and perform on the sidewalk stage. The sidewalk stage is a program that allows individuals or groups to perform in designated downtown areas Monday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. For more details or to apply for a sidewalk stage permit, visit www.blacksburg.gov/sidewalkstage. There you can download the application and find out what you need to do to get started. Or you can call the Community Relations Office at 540-961-1199. So what are you waiting for? Get out and get recognized through Blacksburg's Sidewalk Stage.
We're back live at Bill Brown Stadium. The good news is Ryan Sims is sitting up. He's not up yet. They're still looking at his, I can't tell if it's his knee or his leg, but he is hurt and he is being helped to his feet now. And you can hear it is his right, looks like right ankle. He's not putting any,
Ryan Sims, the injured
he's not
player.
putting any weight on it at all, so that's not good. But
Result of the play was
let's
a
hope he's
1-yard
okay,
gain. It is third down,
Brad,
4
because
yards
that's
to go.
I'll tell you what,
At
that's
the
a kid we hate to
41-yard
lose
line.
right there. I hate to lose anybody, but he's a very important part of this team.
Well, it's really tough. You work so hard in the off season and leading up to the first game of the season. You hope that it's an injury that he can respond back to.
So let's see who's in the backfield now with Bornstadt. They've gone to a shotgun formation on 3rd and 4. That's Corbin Hendricks back there. He's the backup tailback. We have the Blacksburg's going to take a
called by
timeout.
Blacksburg.
And that very possibly could be, we'll keep it right here, that they realized the play clock was down. And sometimes that happens after an injury timeout. So they took a timeout. I want to make sure everybody is on the same page right here, because after an injury, you don't know what people are thinking.
Absolutely. Well, the guys are out there. That's one of their teammates that just went down.
Right,
And
exactly.
they're concerned about him. And sometimes it's best to just take a time out here and get refocused and be ready to go, because this is a crucial down. It's third down and 4.
Ryan Sims is sitting down in front of us on the table, which is where they normally have the Gatorade jug. So he's up high so they can get a good look at his leg. And I do believe it's, based on the way he came off the field, I think it's more of a leg than a knee. It looks like they're working on his ankle down there. But still, it's tough to lose your starting tailback in the first quarter of any game, especially the first game.
Absolutely. It's they have Corbin Hendricks that went in for him, and Corbin's a sophomore. So
Yeah, and he played last year too.
absolutely. So he's going to grow up quick.
Yep. Corbin's big kid, 5'10", 195, good size, speed. I mean, he's got all the tools. The problem he's had is just basically staying focused for the whole game. Sometimes he kind of spaces out. And coaches will tell you, physically he's got all the tools, but mentally sometimes he's not all there. So he just loses focus.
I was very impressed with him the last game
Bornstedt
on the defensive side of the ball.
stop short of
Yes,
first down.
exactly right. And that time, Bornstedt, the quarterback, decided to keep it, try to beat the Giles defense up the middle. Only got a yard to be 4th down and 3. And for the first time tonight, we'll see Carson Wise, in my mind, one of the best punters anywhere in this area. He is a Class A kicker. He's only a junior, and Virginia Tech ought to be looking at him because this kid can kick. Not only can he punt, he's a great place kicker. Not sure which he does better, but they need a good punter over at Tech right now. Well, that wasn't very good, but it's end over end, so it will get a good roll, and it's very effective because it was low, there was no chance to return it, and it's down at the 24-yard line. So Giles now, let's see what they can do from their end of the field, and we'll keep an eye on Ryan Sims to see if maybe he can come back. Maybe they can tape him up. Where did he go? I don't see him.
I think he might be laying down on the ground.
Oh yeah, he is. He's laying right there. Yeah, I see him. Anyway, so Giles goes to work, 6-0, 6:24 first quarter. Giles scored after intercepting the first play for Blacksburg down about the 27-yard line, and then about 4 or 5 plays later they got it in the end zone, but they missed on the 2-point conversion, so that's why it's 6-0. So here we go, first down for Giles from their own 24. Ian Mann gets a direct snap, and Ian Mann is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So you can see right away, Brad, the Blacksburg defense is tightening up.
Absolutely. That was looked like Joe Lucas that was in on that stop, and he's a strong kid, and that's what you need to be able to stop that offense. Take care of your responsibilities, and fight until your buddies get there.
Joe Lucas played fullback last year for Blacksburg, and he did play some defense, but this year it looks like they basically said, you know what, Joe, we need you to play defense, and we're going to use Austin Hanks at fullback this year.
And you know, I talked to Joe before the game, and he's fine with that.
That's good. No, he's a team player.
Absolutely.
He's a great kid. All right, here's Giles up the middle, and they knock him down about 2 yards short of the first. That was Brett Whitlow. That was a little counter play, and they came up about 2 yards short of the first down. Good play by Joey Del Percio. So it's going to be 3rd down and 2 for Giles at the 32-yard line.
This is a big down right here for Blacksburg's defense.
It really is.
We need to stop them here and get the ball back and move down, see if we can get the pay dirt.
Well, you're right. We need to, because field position is huge, and we could get some pretty good field position if they have to punt from here. So here we go, 3rd down and about 1.5 yards, actually. Let's see if Ian Mann gets the ball. He does. And he is hitting the backfield. I don't know. Oh, the ball's out. Blacksburg has the fumble. He was very close to the first down, and then all of a sudden the ball popped, and it came into the Blacksburg side of the field, and there were 3 blue jerseys. I'm not sure who got it.
It was actually Caleb Bornstead and Morgan McCoy was there, and Caleb Bornstead's the one that came away with the fumble.
So now we have 1 turnover for Blacksburg and 1 for Giles, and now let's see if the Bruins can take advantage of a Giles mistake. And this is what we're talking about with Giles. They put the ball on the ground, they're in trouble. They can't afford to turn it over.
Absolutely, and 38-yard line. We need to take advantage of their mistake right here.
So we got an I formation. Corbin Hendricks in the tail of the I. Austin Hanks is the fullback. Bornstedt the quarterback. Hendricks has the ball. Right up the middle he goes. Corbin Hendricks is loose into the secondary. Inside the 20 down to the 16-yard line. Nothing fancy. He went right up the middle.
Right up the middle. You know, the offensive lineman basically gave him a crack, and he just exploded up through the middle.
First down for Blacksburg, and you could just see the energy building down there on the sideline. Boy, if they score right here and get the extra point, they've got the lead, and that'll really put a charge on.
Absolutely. Football's a game of momentum.
Same formation. Austin Hanks the fullback. Hendricks tail of the I. Bornstedt. Again, Corbin Hendricks the ball carrier. Follows Austin Hanks into the line. He got about 4 more yards before they knocked him down. 16-yard line is where they're going to spot it. Blacksburg's running right out. They're giving Giles a taste of their own medicine here.
Absolutely. That's good, hard-nosed, physical football. And, the guys up front are doing their job.
Hirsch is wide to the left. Everybody else in tight. Steinspring over here on the right side. Bornstedt with just Hendricks in the back there. They're going to pitch it and go wide. He gets some blocks. He has a shot. He turns the corner. Knocked down at the 10-yard line. Close to a first down. He's about 1 yard short, I think.
Looks like about 1 yard short. 31.
Yeah. It was a nice little toss sweep. They had blockers out front. Good pursuit by Giles to stop him 2 yards short of a first down. It's 3rd and 2. Talk about a big play at the 10-yard line for Blacksburg. They trail 6-0. 3.5 minutes left to go first quarter. Hanks and Hendricks in the backfield. Hendricks with the ball. He's got the first down. He's down to the 5-yard line. First and goal for Blacksburg. I believe I'd give him the ball 3 more times.
I believe I would too. That was physical running right there. He was determined. He
Put his head down.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm impressed. This offensive line, blowing them off the ball right now. You got the starters for Blacksburg on the offensive line?
I do.
We'll give them credit here in a minute. Just get that ready because they're doing a heck of a job. I know one of them is Parker Robertson, defensive end last year. Now he's playing end, but he's basically another tackle out there for the offense. Here's the pitch to Hendricks. If he gets a block, he's going to score. He's going to score. Touchdown, Blacksburg!
Nice move.
He sucked the defense in, then he just took it to the corner.
Absolutely.
Hendricks, great combination of power and speed. And Blacksburg now is an extra point away from taking the lead in this football game.
I got a feeling we'll be hearing the Hendricks name quite a bit in the future as well. He's just a sophomore.
Carson Wise will attempt the point after.
Carson Wise, he's automatic from here. He'll try the extra point. Ball's down. Kick is up. It is good.
And the kick is good.
Timeout on the field. 2:55 left to go, and our score, Blacksburg 7, Giles 6.
My name is Pat Boyle, and I volunteer here at Valley Interfaith Child Care Center. This is a place where families can send their children and be guaranteed a good education for them, a good environment, nurturing environment, and healthy foods, and it's very affordable. Families can feel very comfortable leaving their children here, and that's how it benefits our community all around. Why do I volunteer? Well, I feel very passionate about kids, and I feel like we are our brother's keepers, and if I could spend the rest of my retired life helping people, that's what I'm going to do. I have a hard time explaining living united. It's so easy though, it's just what it is, live united. Everybody works together for the good of the whole. And like anything else, that's the best way to get stuff done.
Together as one, we'll be stronger in every way.
Well, the atmosphere is electric right now. The crowd is into it. The players are energized. It's amazing what a turnover and a touchdown will do for your football team, and this is exactly what Blacksburg needed, Brad.
Absolutely. As I mentioned before, football is a game of momentum, and being able to have this crowd here, it affects the momentum. It affects the excitement and the energy of the game, and these players feel it. They understand it.
Carson Wise will be kicking off, and let's see who's deep for Giles down there. Looks like Ian Mann in the middle.
Looks like number 6, Tyler Purdue.
Oh, it's Tyler Purdue in the middle? Okay.
It's hard to see their numbers.
Yeah, because they have powder blue numbers on white shirts, folks, that's why we're struggling a little bit. But gotta love Blacksburg. Blue, deep blue shirt and gold numbers. They jump out at you. Not so much with Giles when they're away. Now their home uniforms are much better because they have the red shirts. Anyway, Carson Wise is kicking off. Long end-over-end kick at the goal line. That's Purdue, and he's knocked down just across the 20-yard line. Excellent tackle.
Purdue on the return out to
looked like David Hirsch got down there.
That was great pursuit, great coverage on the kickoff team.
Absolutely.
Looked like 31 Will Ingram was involved in it as well.
Actually, Will Murray gets credit for the tackle.
Ball spotted just across the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 for Giles.
First down for Giles at their own 21, really not quite the 21-yard line, just across the 20-yard line. Let's see what they do now, trailing 7-6. One thing about Giles, if you can get up on them, they don't have the kind of offense. It takes time for them to go down the field. They're not a quick score team, so that's another thing to keep in mind. Ian Mann. He stumbled as he hit the line of scrimmage. Actually, he was tackled by Parker Robertson. Robertson got him around the ankle, so he was falling forward. He maybe got a yard, and that's it.
Giles doesn't throw the ball very often, but they could be setting up the throw here very soon. They're running that dive, and a lot of times they get the defenses sort of sucked into that run, and then they'll hit you with a long pass. So we have to be cautious of that. Great thing is you got Caleb Bornstead back there, 6'6". I'd say that he can generally track him down.
He could cover some ground, too. He's a great athlete. He's pretty fast. Now here's a little deception, a little across the good tackle there. Is that Del Percio? That was Morgan McCoy.
Yeah.
Wow, I mean, he lifted him up and put him down. And he was really the only guy who would have been a big gainer if Morgan doesn't make that play.
Where it will be 3rd down, 5 yards to go.
I tell my children to get low when they're tackling someone, and Morgan, he's not a real big guy right now, but he knows what he has to do.
Keep in mind, he's only a 9th grader, so he's still growing. 3rd down and 5, the ball's at the 26-yard line. Key 3rd down play. Blacksburg would love to force them to punt right here. They're going to pitch. They're going to go wide with Ian Mann. He's trying to turn the corner and does. He gets the 1st down out to the 33-yard line. It's like Marcus Alardo knocked him down over there. Or was it C.J. Linkus?
It looked like C.J. Linkus.
Okay.
Brings the ball out to the
Corbin Hendricks was
34-yard line.
trying to fight through, and
1st and 10.
they got a good block on Corbin. He couldn't break free, and fortunately C.J. was able to scrape over and to make the tackle down the side, but not before they was able to get a 1st down.
And that was one of those plays, Brad, where 2 guys actually touched the ball. The first guy actually 3 guys touched the ball. They handed it off inside, then the handoff guy pitched it wide for the sweep. So that was a tough play to defend.
It's called the buck lateral.
Buck lateral, yeah, that's right. You told me that before the game. Anyway, it's a first down for Giles, 34-yard line. And hitting the backfield. Hitting the backfield was Tyler Purdue.
Backfield.
That was man, sorry.
That was a great play by Joel Hunter.
Joel Hunter got in the backfield, and you're right, the linebackers are the key to stopping this Giles offense. And somebody's, for Giles, is not getting up right away. Was that man?
I think that might be man. I can't see the number.
I'll tell you what, if that's Ian Mann, he's the trigger guy in that offense. They can't afford to lose him. One thing that Jeff Williams said before the game, leading into this season opener and then next week against Christiansburg, he cannot afford to get people hurt. He doesn't have a lot of depth, and he's got a guy laying down right now.
Absolutely, and you know, I can't tell if that is Ian or not, but if it is, I think he's one of the leaders of this team.
I think you're right, and think about it, he's carried the ball more than anybody else tonight. So, tell you what. Well, he's getting up, so we won't take a break. I was getting ready to take a break, but we'll keep it right here. They're gonna maybe just got the win night. It is Ian Mann, number 6. No, it's Tyler Purdue. Isn't it Tyler Purdue?
No, it's number 5.
It's Ian Mann.
Number
Okay,
5. Yeah,
Ian Mann. So he's being. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him. He's walking off under his own power. So
I have a feeling we'll see him back. These Giles High School football players are tough.
No question.
They're tough.
But it's second down and 10, no gain on that play, and happens every year. The Ducks always fly over the stadium. It's amazing. I never forget that. Every year we see this, and there's about 10 of them going over right now. Ball's at the 33-yard line. Blacksburg leads 7-6. We're in the final 30 seconds of the first quarter, and Blacksburg with an opportunity now to keep Giles from getting any more first downs here in the first quarter. Second and long. The middle they go and hitting the backfield. Again, good defensive play. And who was that? That was Marcus Alardo, 58. He came out of there dancing, so you knew it was him. And that was a no gain. It's 3rd and 10. And if I'm Giles, I'm letting the quarter end and regroup a little bit here. Clock is running down.
10 yards to go at the
5 seconds left to go in the quarter, and we are going to take a break. That's the end of the first quarter here at Bill Brown Stadium. With our score, Blacksburg 7, Giles 6. You're listening to Blacksburg High School Football on 105.3 The Bear. Back live at Bill Brown Stadium. Bill McJane, Brad Epperly starting the second quarter. Both teams are still on the sideline, and we do have some first quarter statistics. And just a quick look here shows that basically Blacksburg has the edge 1 yard in total yardage, 57-56. Let's see if we can get rush yards. Yeah, 48 for 9 carries, 48 yards for Blacksburg, 13 carries, 56 yards for Giles, but they didn't throw the ball at all. Yeah, Blacksburg threw it 2 times, and one of them was intercepted.
Well, it tells you how important Ian Mann is. He has 51 of those 56 yards.
And look at Hendricks, 5 carries, 38 yards.
That's great.
And he had that 20-yard run that got him down in scoring position. So there you go.
That's great.
We're ready to start the second quarter. Blacksburg has to be feeling pretty good right now, but this is another huge play. 3rd down and 9 for Giles from their own 34-yard line. Let's see how the Blacksburg defense handles this. Is Ian Mann back in the game? I can't tell.
No, he's not.
And they got it, and they stopped him. Blacksburg has shut Giles down. A loss of 3 or 4 yards on the play to bring up 4th down. And we'll get to see this vaunted kicker that Giles has. Garrett Lee will be into the game. Left-footed kicker. And they're very, very high on this kid. They say he can play Division I in a lot of places. I saw him warming up, and I got to tell you, Carson Wise kicks it just as far as he does.
Absolutely. Carson Wise, there should be a lot of teams looking at him. Great kicker, but an even better kid.
Daniel Steinspring is deep for the Bruins, and he's standing back at his 25-yard line, so they're giving this kid a lot of respect. Well, I watched him warming up. I don't think he can kick it that far. Now, see, he's short.
Yes, he
It
is.
hit in front of Daniel. It's going to go out of bounds. Actually, no one's going to touch it. Somebody touched it. I don't know if Blacksburg touched it or not. It was a little scary, but it will be Blacksburg football.
Yeah, we got to have a little bit better communication on that.
That was C.J. Linkus flying down there, and he almost hit the ball.
Absolutely, it could be a costly mistake, and Giles get the ball on the 35 there. Wouldn't be good in the second quarter.
But that was not a good kick, and you can see Lee hanging his head a little bit. He didn't hit that ball. He shanked it. So good field position for Blacksburg at their own 32. Fairly good field position. Anytime you get outside the 30, that's pretty good. Let's see what the Bruins can do. See if Corbin Hendricks stays hot.
Absolutely. Looks like
Actually,
31's in there, Will Ingram.
We're going to have Will Ingram give Corbin a little break, because remember, Corbin plays defense too. So Will Ingram will be the tailback.
A little bit of a different set here.
Ingram up the middle. Good yardage. You got about 5 or 6 yards. Let's go ahead and give the offensive line some credit. We were going to do that before. Obviously, they're opening up some big holes.
Absolutely. Center, we have Brett Palmer, the junior, number 63. At the left guard, number 71, Wayne Myers. Left tackle, number 77, Adam Payton. At the right guard, Ben Rudd, number 55. At the right tackle, number 79, Parker Robertson. And at the tight end, number 40, Adam Vaught. Those guys have really been working hard there through the first quarter and opening up some holes, and have really won the line of scrimmage, I believe.
Parker Robertson, that's a huge addition to the offensive line. He was tight end last year, and they just decided, as big as he is, we need him blocking. Is that McCoy?
That was McCoy.
On a little flanker reverse.
McCoy, the ball
He
carrier,
got about a yard.
brings the ball out to about the
40-yard line. It's going to be third down and about 3 for Blacksburg.
Brody Dunford makes the stop. Gain of a yard on the play. Third down, 3 yards to go.
Bornstedt straight ahead. He's got the first down.
Bornstedt on the
That's a
keeper.
great call, because remember, Bornstedt is 6'6", only has 2 small forward. That's going to get that 2 yards.
I think I saw that play called a few times with Virginia Tech this past year.
Yeah, they like Logan Thomas on that play. I tell you, he's a hard guy to bring down, and I imagine Bornstedt is too. So it's first down for Blacksburg at their own 44-yard line. Bornstedt gets it on a quarterback keeper. Good call. Ingram stopped at the line of scrimmage this time. He just doesn't have the power that Corbin Bennett has, Corbin Hendricks has. But you know, Hendricks, like I said, he needs a break. He can't continue to go both ways all night long.
Absolutely. It looked like the defensive tackle sort of slid through that gap there, and
Second down, 10 yards to go.
some of our linemen could be getting a little bit tired as well.
This could be a pass play, second and long. Bornstedt has yet to throw a pass. Remember, the only pass thrown tonight, Phoenix Cole, and it was intercepted. Bornstedt has a good arm. And what we got? We got a whistle. And timeout Blacksburg.
Looked like there was some confusion there with the receivers, and looks like
they weren't lined up right.
Looks like Brian Chris wanted to call timeout to make sure that they get refocused again.
Well, we'll keep it right here. We've got coming up at halftime. We're going to take a look at some of the other high school games around the area tonight. This is opening night for the 2012 season. A lot of good games tonight. Christiansburg is hosting Floyd, for one thing.
Absolutely. We got Christiansburg hosting Floyd, Pulaski and Radford playing each other, the Battle of the Bridge. We have Auburn taking on Craig County, and Eastern Montgomery taking on Bath County.
Auburn with that new coach down there. He's trying to, build some stuff down there and get some life back into that program. They've also struggled a lot lately.
It'll be interesting to see, to watch the Auburn program grow with Jack Turner. There's a lot of people moving to the Auburn area.
Right.
And it'll really be interesting. Someone was telling me today the numbers of football players that they have out playing at Auburn, and it's a great thing.
And that's what it's all about. You got to get kids to come out. It's just like this Bornstedt kid, the quarterback for Blacksburg. He didn't even play football last year, but the kids talked him into coming out this year. He's doing a heck of a job. Well, right there he almost fumbled, but he got a hold of it, and he hits his receiver. First down. That's Brian Steinspring. Great catch. And Brian dives ahead for the first down. Wow.
He's across midfield.
That's why Bornstedt's back there. That could have easily been a fumble.
Right.
And his athletic abilities was able to track it down and had enough confidence to be able to throw a nice pass. And Steinspring was able to get away from the defender and make it to the first down mark.
And he didn't give up on the play. A lot of quarterbacks in that situation, and they go, well, this is all screwed up. I'm just going to take it and run. But he still found his receiver.
That's absolutely.
First down, Blacksburg at the Giles 45-yard line. Bornstedt, shotgun formation. Penalty flags are down. Coming across the backfield and not really getting anywhere was number 10. That's Josh Hefner. Probably had a motion penalty on Blacksburg because we had a man in motion. pretty sure it's against the Bruins.
I believe it was it's either motion or not enough men on the line of scrimmage.
Well, false start, illegal procedure,
Blacksburg.
whatever. It's 5-yard penalty against the Bruins. Let's see if Giles takes it or declines it, because they stopped that play. And I'm not sure, they might not just take the play here and make it second down. Yeah, they declined it. Yeah, that's what I would do. The ball's at the 46-yard line, so 5 yards isn't going to really matter, but the downs do. It's now 2nd and 10. Actually, 2nd and 11. He lost a yard on the play. So far, Blacksburg's deception plays haven't worked tonight, but the straight-ahead stuff has.
Absolutely. And eventually, I think sometimes you have to do those deception plays to make the straight-ahead plays work.
And there's Bornstedt straight ahead, and he got about 4 yards up across the 45 down to the 44-yard line. And that was more of a misdirection play. Everybody going right, and Bornstedt just turned it straight up the field. And now it's going to be 3rd and long for Blacksburg.
3rd down, 9 yards to go.
It's exciting to see this offense.
Yes, it is.
It's much different.
A lot of variety.
It is.
Yeah.
Very, very much so.
And who's running the offense this year? You done?
Brian Chris.
Well, okay, yeah, Coach Chris' son. Bornstedt, back to throw. Oh, he's got some room. Now he's going to throw. He's got his man complete. It's a completed pass to Aiden Ball.
That looked like a veteran quarterback making that play right there.
It really did, because he made it look like he was going to run, and then he pulled up and hit Aiden Ball.
Absolutely, and what a great job by making a good toss there, and great catch right on the sideline by Aiden Ball. I mean, to be able to keep his feet in bounds and to haul it in for the first down.
Again, Blacksburg with the little wide receivers. Aiden Ball's one of the taller ones at 6 feet tall. Up the middle, and nowhere, Will Ingram.
Ingram, the ball carrier, hit at the line of scrimmage.
And I was just going to say, there's Corbin Hendricks coming back in the game. They really need him at this point. You get down at this point in the field, you got to have some power. He's had time to rest. He's back in the game. It's 2nd down and 10, and the ball's at the Giles 30-yard line. They're just barely in Carson Wise territory, but you don't want to be thinking about that just yet. They'd like to stick it in the end zone. 7-6, Blacksburg leads. 7.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Here's Corbin Hendricks. He got inside for about 3 or 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and about 5 for Blacksburg.
Giles defense getting a little bit more stingier as they get closer to the goal line down here.
But keep this in mind, that Giles defense has been on the field a long time. Blacksburg had the long drive down at the other end of the field. Now they're driving again.
Third down, 6 yards to go.
You can tell, you look at the linemen with their hands on their hips, that means they're tired. And we see a lot of that right now with Giles. Ball 3rd and 6. Ball's at the 26-yard line. Bornstedt, Corbin Hendricks cuts back up inside. He is down close to the first down. I think he got it.
Inside the 20-yard line.
Corbin Hendricks. I'm telling you, they got to have that guy in the backfield. He is the key to that offense right now.
Absolutely. You were mentioning hands on their hips, and I think sort of Blacksburg took that to their advantage there. They had the offensive line going one way with Corbin, and he made the cut back, and I don't believe the defense had the energy to be able to come back to stop it. They over-pursued.
First down, Blacksburg at the Giles 19-yard line. 6:46 left. Blacksburg trying to increase their lead. They lead 7-6 right now, and they're looking for more. Bornstedt hands off to Corbin Hendricks. He cuts it up inside, breaks the tackle. Got down to the 15-yard line. One thing about Corbin Hendricks, very rarely does the first guy bring him down. He's big and strong.
And he seems like he's falling forward every time.
Yeah, that's right. That's the mark of a really good running back.
Very physical football game out there right now.
3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. Blacksburg right now controlling the line of scrimmage. Patient offense, making good decisions, executing well. Bornstedt back to pass, rolling out. Now he's going to throw. Oh, he found his man, complete. What a throw, right in front of the defensive back.
Pass complete to Josh Hefta.
Josh Hefta catches
He's down inside the 10.
He's down inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal. Look at Hefta. He is excited as he comes off the. What a throw by Bornstedt.
He threaded the needle on that drive.
That was a rope he threw in there. There were 2 defensive backs right there, and he found his man. Wow. 1st and goal for Blacksburg at the 7-yard line, it looks like. We'll call it the 8. Looking at the scoreboard, they got 8 on there, so we'll call it the 8. Corbin Hendricks, and they got him right away. He almost got loose. They hit him at the line of scrimmage. He almost turned out of it, but they nailed him. Probably line of scrimmage, probably no gain, 2nd and goal.
Brad Lights
That was
on the
a
stop.
big hit by
Goal
number 70,
5.
Brad Lights from Giles. He broke through the line and
No gain on the
Corbin
play.
head
2nd
on.
and goal at the
I think that's
7-yard
some
line.
success through the air. I like to see a little play action here. Fake the ball to
Goal at the
Hendricks,
8-yard line.
find somebody in the end zone.
You know that I'm sure they're probably keen on Hendricks.
They
and,
definitely are now. You know, they got Adam Vaught in at tight end. We got wide receiver out here. That's David Hirsch. We got Steinspring wide to the right. We got Hanks and Hendricks in the backfield. Steinspring in motion. Bornstedt rolling out, looking to throw. He does. Steinspring, oh my. It was knocked away beautifully by the Giles defensive back,
Bornstedt's pass
or it would have been a
intended for Daniel
touchdown.
Steinspring.
Was that 21 or 30?
It was number 21,
Garrett Lee on the
Garrett
pass
Lee.
defense.
Garrett Lee knocked it away.
That was a great
Incompletion
defensive
brings up
play.
third.
Yeah,
and
because
goal at the
Steinspring was
8-yard
right
line.
there at the goal line, and Bornstedt put it right there, but Garrett Lee made a good defensive play. So now it's 3rd down and goal, and we're going to see, if this play doesn't do anything, we'll see Carson Wise, I'm pretty sure.
You know, it looked like I saw Adam Vaught in the back of the end zone there. You know, he's
Yeah.
6'7".
That's-
That could be another sort of fade pattern to him. Throw it up and let him go to it and catch it.
That's what I was thinking about, too. He's been blocking all night long. They've been not really paying any attention to him, so yeah, good call. We'll see what happens here. High snap to give the ball inside to Corbin Hendricks. He is driving for the goal line. Boy, he's down there inside the
Hendricks, the
5.
ball carrier.
He got down about the
Inside
3-yard
5.
line.
That was a good hard run by Corbin.
So basically what you have now is, Carson Wise, and that's a good decision. Carson Wise is coming on for a field goal attempt, but it's basically an extra point kick because the ball's at the 3-yard line.
It will be 4th and goal at the 3-yard line.
You got to take the points.
You got to take the points. This early in the game, you
Yeah.
have to take the
Carson
points.
Wise is
And,
on
you know,
to
generally,
attempt a field goal.
this
The
distance
attempt
here,
will
Carson's
come
automatic.
from 20 yards.
Yeah, this would be a 20-yard field goal attempt. Again, basically, this is the
Officially a
extra.
19-yard
The only difference is he's got a little bit of an angle here, but shouldn't be a problem for Carson.
Put you up by 4 points, you make this field goal, and helps your team.
Ball's down, kick is up. Looks pretty good from here. Let's watch the officials. It is good.
And the kick is good.
Timeout on the field. 4:13 left to go in the first half of the score. Blacksburg 10, Giles 6. You're listening to Blacksburg High School Football on the Bear 105.3.
Help keep our streets safe. Yield to pedestrians who step into a crosswalk. Every time, everywhere. A wave is a great way to communicate for both drivers and pedestrians. Safety is in everyone's best interest, but if you need more incentive,
Don't jaywalk. Don't speed. It's dangerous. It's against the law.
stay alert, stay safe, and remember to yield. It's worth the wait. A message from the Virginia Department of Rail and Public Transportation.
Bill McJane, Brad Epperly back live at Bill Brown Stadium. Very excited crowd. Blacksburg football players jumping around. This is all good right now for Blacksburg. They gave up an early touchdown after an interception.
Carson
Giles
Wise
did
to
not
kick
convert
off
the
for the
two-point
Bruins.
conversion, and then it's been all Blacksburg after that. They converted a Giles fumble into a touchdown from about 30 yards out. They ran it in. Corbin Hendricks doing the work. And then just now, they got the ball back and put it in the end zone again after a short kick. Corbin Hendricks again doing the load of the work, but Bornstedt, the quarterback, hit some big passes in that drive. And so, Brad, everything's clicking right now.
Everything's clicking right now. You know, that was a great way to move down the field. They didn't come up empty-handed. Those 3 points on the board could be important. Gives us a 4-point lead.
I agree, absolutely. And, Giles is really proud of their kicker, so with 4 points, kicker's not going to help them. There's a good long kick by Carson Wise, and it's a touchback. Once the ball goes in the end zone, high school football, you can't bring it
Ball
in.
will come out to the
Brett
20-yard
Whitlow
line,
had
where it'll be
1 foot in the end
first and 10
zone,
for
so that's a
Giles.
touchback. And that's a heck of a kick.
That is a great kick by Carson Wise. You don't have a lot of high school kickers that can do that, and just tells you how strong his leg is. I know his family very well, and Carson's worked very hard in the offseason trying to get his leg stronger and prepare him to hopefully the next level.
I would love to see him in a Virginia Tech uniform, man. I tell you what.
Absolutely.
They got Cody Jernell from Giles, and he's going to be the place kicker for Virginia Tech this year, but a Blacksburg kid would be great following Cody at that position.
Absolutely. Carson, I think, has the skills to do it.
Giles running that sweep, and I don't think Ian Mann has come back
Ian
in the
Mann,
game.
the
Oh, it
ball
was Ian
carrier.
Mann, okay. Ian Mann did
Out
carry the
across
ball.
25-yard
Morgan
line.
McCoy again coming up to make that tackle.
And a low tackle it was. He went right after his ankles.
You know, that's huge. You know, he's on that boundary corner over there, and if he doesn't make that tackle, it's green grass ahead.
Yeah, that's an 8-yard pickup. They see how important Ian Mann is. I mean, he got 8 yards on first down, 2nd and 2 for Giles from the 28-yard line. That's been their best play, that sweep that they've run tonight. Ian Mann has it again. Up the middle he goes. C.J. Linkus got a hold of
again,
it.
the ball carrier.
But it's not
Brings
before
it across the
he picks up
30-yard
the
line.
first
That'll be
down.
enough for a first down for Giles.
You know, I think the biggest thing when you're facing a single wing Giles offense, you are going to end up giving up some yardage. You know, you just got to make sure that you don't give up the big play.
Exactly.
And you can bend, but don't break.
Blacksburg so far tonight has done a good job of that, and they've taken advantage of a Giles turnover.
Looks like Mann just went out of the game again.
First down and 10 for Giles at their own 35-yard line.
Oh, here comes the pass.
Nope, not going to get it away. They got him in the backfield, all the way back to the 35-yard line. Marcus Alardo was back there, and so was number 70.
Marcus Alardo and Parker Robertson.
Parker Robertson got him way back in the backfield. It was a pass play, but they never had a chance to throw it.
That was a big play. You know, I talked to Coach Sheeler, and he picked up on something when the team was passing in his scouting reports, and you know, it looked to me like he took advantage of that just now in that particular play.
Brings up 2nd and 17. They lost 7 yards on that play, and with this kind of offense, Brad, that's huge. A lot of ground to make up now, and only 2 plays to do it. They're going to pass again, or try to. And here comes the pressure, and they got him. Ian Mann turns the corner, but he got hammered down in front of the Blacksburg bench. He took a shot from C.J. Linkus. Wow.
He brought the lumber with that hit.
Mann got around the corner, but he paid the price.
C.J. Linkus on the side.
Look at Mann. He's not right. He's got his hands on his hips.
He's hurting a little bit right now. You know, I tell you what, C.J. Linkus, I was up here for the Ironman competition and watched that young man work, and his motor goes all the time. And he's definitely the leader of that defense right there, and the leader of this team.
Mann got 7 yards, 3rd and 10 for Giles. Mann's still in the game, but he's hurting. Let's see if he gets the ball. Nope, they're going to give it to Whitlow. And Blacksburg's got him shut down.
Brett Whitlow wrapped up for
Had no chance. They hit him at the line and knocked him back.
Joey Del
Percio is in from the linebacker position, and what a great job of the Blacksburg defense.
1 yard gain on the play.
Coach Sheeler has really got this team sort of dialed in.
Look at Alardo dancing, coming off the field. You got to be careful. He took his helmet off there.
Daniel Steinspring
is deep, anticipating this punt from Garrett Lee, who absolutely shanked his first punt. Let's see what he does this time.
Yeah, it's smart in Blacksburg having the setup.
Up man.
They've got the up man that way. If it is a short punt, you have someone there. It has Darnell Golson there for the short side of the punt.
So Garrett Lee standing back inside his own 25-yard line. Steinspring at his own 30, but again, based on what I saw in warm-ups, Steinspring won't get the ball. There's a high snap. Lee takes his time. Well, this time he hits one. Steinspring has to go back for it, and that's the kicker we heard about. Steiny's going to let it go. It's now bouncing back towards the Giles goal line, down to about the 12-yard line. So he kicked it over Brian Steinspring's head, and that's the best kick I've seen from him all night long.
I think that's what the Giles faithful were talking about.
Yeah, that was a boomer. You know what, though? He was able to take his time. You see how long it took him to get the kickoff? That won't work in college. You don't have that kind of time.
You're going to have some pressure there.
Yep. So Blacksburg is backed up. They have the ball at their own 12-yard line. Let's see who comes in at running back.
Looks like Will Ingram,
again.
Austin Hanks.
Yep, that's exactly right. Blacksburg is trying to save Corbin Hendricks. I know they got a long way to go tonight. And I think that's wise. I think if you get on the other side of the 50, that's when they ought to bring him in. Bornstedt gives it to Hendricks. He's up the middle. He didn't get very far. Minute and a half left to go in the first. That's the other thing. The clock's running. What they'd like to do now is just let the clock go and not let Giles get the ball back.
I think so. I think they would be happy going in.
And Giles is
called by
Giles is thinking about that too, because they just called a timeout. We'll take a timeout. 1:34 left to go in the first half. Our score: Blacksburg 10, Giles 6.
Second down.
Bill McShane, Brad Epperly back live here at Bill Brown Stadium. 5 seconds left to go in the first half. Giles will be kicking off and probably put the ball on the ground to prevent any long return. But the Blacksburg Bruins will probably go to the locker room here leading 10-9 thanks to a Carson Wise field goal and a missed extra point, a two-point conversion, I should say, by Giles early in the first quarter. So once again, it will be Garrett Lee kicking off, and we will have some scores for you. We'll try to get some scores for you at halftime. Okay, we have some scores. We'll pass those along here in just a few seconds, right after we come back on our break. Lee kicks off, and yes, he kind of line drives it down there. And Corbin Hendricks got it. I don't think they wanted him to get it. There he comes up the field, and finally they get him down at about the 36-yard line, and that will do it. So that's the end of the first half here at Blacksburg. And everybody's excited because Blacksburg's going to the locker room with a lead. Blacksburg leads in this game against Giles 10-9, and you're listening to Blacksburg High School Football on 105.3 The Bear.
My name is Margot Thompson, and I volunteer because when you live in a community, I think that part of living in that community is giving back to that community. I volunteered for the clinic for 24 years. If everybody tried it once, I think that they would find they wanted to come back. It would just make a much friendlier, happier, healthier community in every way. The free clinic, over the years that I've been a part of it, has grown by leaps and bounds, and I'm amazed at the size of it and consequently the expense of keeping it running. The free clinic benefits from the United Way because of the amount of funding that comes from the United Way. Their support of us is tremendous.
Together as one, we'll be stronger in every way.
Bill McShane, Brad Epperly back live at Bill Brown Stadium. Great crowd here tonight. We mentioned that at the beginning of the game, Brad, but they've been in it the whole night long, and I gotta believe, and I've never been down there on the sideline, but I know when you're down there, you could feel that energy from the crowd because I've been down there before and after games.
Absolutely. I think you always feel that energy, when your student population is here, they're waving flags, they're cheering, they're yelling. You feel that. You're told from a coach that you pay attention to the field.
Right.
You still feel the energy that's within the stadium, and what a wonderful crowd. I look around the fences over here. There's people lined up over the fences. This might be one of the bigger crowds I've seen here at Blacksburg's new football stadium. And,
excellent point. I can't remember. Maybe the Christiansburg game, but where there's been this many people around the fences like that.
I think it's definitely a true testament to all the people, from the booster clubs
right.
to the spirit groups to the touchdown club, for all the people that has really gotten involved, from the sponsors and everything with the touchdown club, to get the community involved. And this is the atmosphere that you want on Friday nights. Friday night lights are special, especially in this part of the state, and this is what you want.
And remember, folks, all of those people are volunteers. They're giving their own time, sometimes, in many cases, leaving work early on a Friday to get ready for all the things that Brad talked about, the touchdown club and all the things they have before the game, the tailgate, the live music. I mean, it's all part of the experience. It's just like Lane Stadium on game day, tailgating, all the extra stuff that goes on, not counting the game.
Absolutely. Well, the thing that you look at, and when the touchdown club was formed and all these folks got together, you can look at it and you can either be a part of the problem or you can be a part of the solution. And these folks have decided they want to be a part of the solution, and that's what's important. And I look forward to, as my kids grow, I have one in the 6th grade and one in the 3rd grade, and I look forward to them being able to be a part of this atmosphere and environment, because that's what your school sport should be.
So what positions do you think the 6-year-old's looking at right now? Is he big like you? Or?
The 6th grader?
Yeah, 6th grader, I'm sorry.
Well, he plays tailback, and
okay.
he plays linebacker. I think he's happy to play wherever. He just likes to be on the field.
To play. Okay, good.
My youngest one plays like a little wingback and cornerback, and they just enjoy playing on the field, Cole and Parker. And
good, that's great.
Carson Wise will kick
exciting
off
to watch.
Blacksburg to start the second half.
Carson Wise will kick off. Blacksburg won the toss and took the ball first to start the game, so that means Giles now in the second half will get their hands on the football first. Carson Wise has had one touchback tonight, which means he kicked it all the way to the goal line. Let's see if he can do that again. Certainly takes the ball out of the hands of Ian Mann. He's been dangerous tonight. Carson moves to the ball. It's in the air. It's long. And let's see if it makes the goal line. It does not. We're going to get a run back, and it is Ian Mann. And he's got the edge. Look out. Carson Wise didn't get him. Look out. Tackle made by Brian Daniel
on the return.
Not Brian, but
Brings the
Daniel.
ball out to the 49-yard line.
That's the return we did not want.
I tell you what, Whitlow's not very big on size, but he sure can move.
So that was Brett Whitlow, okay. And Daniel Steinspring basically saved a touchdown right there.
Sure did. I had actually thought that his foot had stepped in the goal line.
I did too.
And, thought it was going to be another touchback, but the official wound it on.
He was aware of it. You could tell he planted his foot. He knew he couldn't go back any further to catch the ball. First down at the 49-yard line for Giles after that great return. And there's Ian Mann, and he turns the corner, and he's tripped up after a long game.
The ball carrier.
Josh Hefta, number 10.
Cross midfield down to the
They got him. It's a first down for Giles down to the Blacksburg 40-yard line. And this is Giles coming out firing on all cylinders right now.
You know, Giles is sort of known to do this. They'll hit you to the short side of the field. They overload you, and where you can't get enough defenders there on that side. Once you get used to that, then they're going to bring the sweep back around on the opposite side.
Just underway, third quarter, Blacksburg leading 10-9. First down, Giles to the Blacksburg 40. They fake the sweep, and they get around the edge, and there's another 15-yard gain down to the Blacksburg 25-yard line. That was Matthias who carried the ball that time. They faked the pitch, the toss sweep, and went back inside with it, and Hunter Matthias got down to the 25-yard line.
You know, they're using the short side of the field. You know, Blacksburg's got a quick defense, but the easiest way to take care of speed when you're on the offensive side of the ball is running straight at it.
Well, if you're Coach Shearer, you got to be pretty concerned right now because they're just chewing the Blacksburg defense up. 3 plays, 3 first downs. Here's Ian Mann. He turns the corner again. He's got good yardage. C.J. Linkus brings him down, but he's got another first down.
Inside the 15-yard line.
Giles has went in at halftime, and they found a weakness there in our defense somewhere, and they've run that same play 3 times in a row.
Yes, they have. And it's another first down.
10 at the 14.
14-yard line. Blacksburg has not stopped them yet. Again, Giles up to the line of scrimmage. A lot of options out of this single wing. And that's going to be a touchdown. That was Whitlow.
Brett Whitlow into the end zone.
Brett Whitlow with a huge hole. You could have driven a Mack truck through that hole. Giles just came out and just blew Blacksburg off the line of scrimmage right there.
They really did. They came out here this second half. I'm sure that Coach Williams had a very strong discussion with them there at halftime, and you know, that's the one thing with Giles. They'll never quit. They have some strong, tough children over there, and they just showed it right there coming down the field.
Didn't take long. Was it like 5 plays?
Absolutely.
I don't even know, but they start at the 50-yard line, and they're already in the end zone. They're going for 2. They have a 16-10 lead. They're going to try to get out by 8 points right here. I guess the way they're running, why not? They're going to try to get there, and they do. They get the 2-point conversion. That was Ian Mann who got into the corner of the end zone before C.J. Linkus could get there. So, boy, Giles just steamrolled Blacksburg on that possession. And you can see the Blacksburg defense, they're not happy. They're coming off the field, and they are not a happy bunch. And the coaches can't be too happy either. 18-10, timeout on the field. And we're just underway in the third quarter. We have 10:43 left in our score. Giles 17, Blacksburg 10.
Dude!
Dude!
Dude! Pick it up!
Pick it up!
Pick it up! Pick it up! Pick it up, Blacksburg.
Garrett Lee will kick off for Giles. They go right down the field after a 49-yard kickoff return. The other 51 yards they did in about 6 plays. It was always first down. I don't think they ever got to second down. I mean, they just basically ran over Blacksburg, and that does not bode well for the Blacksburg Bruins, but we'll see what the offense comes back with now. 17-10, Giles has the lead. Hunter Lee kicks off, left-footed kicker. It's going to go in the end zone, and that's going to be a touchback.
And it is a touchback.
So no return. David Hirsch wanted to return it, but once it gets across the goal line, it's over. So first down, Blacksburg at the 20.
That young man, Garrett Lee's got a strong leg too, doesn't he?
He really does. And after the first punt where he shanked it, he's been kicking the heck out of the ball, that's for sure. This is really big for Blacksburg, Brad. I mean, they've got to come back and at least get a couple of first downs here to slow Giles down.
You know, it's all about attitude.
Yep.
And you know, this is where Caleb will learn and be experienced and become a leader here.
Yeah.
And we've got to be able to move this offensive team down the field here.
Will Ingram is in the tailback. Block goes in motion. Handoff goes to Ingram. He gets up across. Good run by Will Ingram up to the 25-yard line. Picked up 5 yards on first down, 2nd and 5.
Well, I tell you, number 55, Ben Rudd, he did a great job there opening up the hole for Will.
He actually got 6 yards, so 2nd and 4. You know, again, Corbin Hendricks is the only other healthy tailback. Ryan Sims went out early in the game with a leg injury. We do not know the extent of that injury, but pretty certain we won't see him again tonight. 2nd down and 4. Steinspring in motion across the backfield. Bornstadt with the ball, hands off. Ingram turns the corner, tries to. Flag is down. Ingram puts his head down and gets close to the first down, but there are 2 flags down on the play, and it's against Blacksburg.
I think we got Adam Vaught for holding there.
Well, you know, we haven't had many flags tonight.
We haven't for the first game of the season.
Yeah.
You know,
we've had a delay of game and a couple of procedure penalties, but this is, I guess, the first major penalty we've had.
Absolutely, sort of laundry-free, which is good. You want to see that. You know, and generally Blacksburg and Giles programs are disciplined teams. And
I guess it's holding. Did you see the signal?
Yes.
Yeah, 10 yards. Okay. So that's a holding penalty.
Against Blacksburg moves the ball back to the 15-yard line.
So the ball goes back to the 15-yard line. Instead of 2nd and 4, it'll be 2nd and 14 for Blacksburg. Got to be careful here, Brad.
Yes.
Really got to be careful not to put the ball up and chance of interception. They've got 3 wide receivers out. Bornstadt's going to throw. Got Vaught across the middle. It's a completed pass. It's got 5 yards back after the 20-yard line.
He's a big target coming across the middle. Very big target, 6'7", and sort of chipping away. That was a cautious throw, but was able to get you in position for the 3rd down to be able to have a nice play to be able to try to get the first down here.
Yeah, Adam Vaught, the tallest guy in the Blacksburg team at 6'7". Bornstadt is 6'6". Although Coach said he was 6'5", but you know how they are. With the rosters, they always try to cheat up a little bit. Anyway, he's a big kid, and that was a good throw. 3rd down and 9. Bornstadt looking. Oh, he's got somebody over here deep. Incomplete. He had a wide open receiver down the middle. That was number 10. Josh Heffer was running for him. Instead, he went to Steinspring. The ball was knocked away. It'll be 4th down. So now we need a good Carson Wise punt.
Good snap here, good punt, and you know, hopefully Coach Sheeler was able to talk with his defense here and find out sort of what was happening there on that last drive and get the problem corrected so that we can try to get the ball back.
Yeah, because if Giles gets the ball back and takes it down the field again, we got serious trouble. Carson Wise gets the kick away. It's low, end over end. It's very effective. It's going to get a good roll. That's the kind of punt you want. No return down to the 35, 34-yard line. Good kick by Carson Wise. Very good. Very effective. So Giles now takes over at their own 34-yard line. They lead 17-10. They came out of the locker room, took the opening kickoff. 51 yards for a touchdown after a 49-yard kickoff return. And they're back at it again. And you're right, Brad. This is huge for the Blacksburg defense. They've got to get their mojo back. They did a good job in the first half, you know, causing problems for Giles, but didn't look like the same defense in the second half.
Absolutely, you know, and I think that this defense will respond here. I really do. You know, this is a new attitude. It's a new team.
First and 10. Ian Mann is the guy who runs the offense. He's going to bring it right through, and they shut him down. They get him right on the ground immediately. 56 was there. That was William Sharp.
Hunter Mathias, the ball carrier.
That was big. That's what we've got to do to be able to be successful.
1 yard gain, 2nd and 9. That's what you want to do on first down.
Absolutely. That's what we were able to do in the first half, and the key to beating the single wing, like we said at halftime, is to keep them off the field.
Look for them to go to that power sweep play here. What did you call it? The
buck lateral.
The buck lateral. Let's see if they do that with 2nd and 9. It's kind of like their pass play. Nope, they got them. They smelled it out. They tried a little bit of deception, but the Blacksburg defense was ready. Brings up 3rd and long. Ian Mann kept the ball after faking it. And let's see who gets up off the pile. Is that C.J. Linkus or Alardo?
It looks like Alardo.
Marcus Alardo.
And Marcus Alardo on the stop.
So we got what we want, Brad. 3rd and long. It's 3rd and about 7 for Giles.
3rd down, 6 yards to go.
Now is
38-yard line.
Now is when we need to be careful on the buck lateral coming through the power sweep on this side.
Huge play for Blacksburg. They need to get the ball back right here. And they stop it. Blacksburg was ready, and it was a bad handoff. Two Giles players ran into each other in the backfield, and C.J. Lincoln was right there.
That's great. That's what I was talking about before with the defense responding. Last year with the team, it just seemed like there wasn't a lot of response there.
Right.
This team has a new attitude, and with leaders like Alardo and C.J. Linkus and Joe Lucas and Del Percio on the field, they're going to find a way to be successful.
Garrett Lee back on the field with that big left foot. See where Steinspring sets up. He's back at the 30-yard line. Garrett Lee kicked it over his head. Now there's a shank. There's a bad kick from Garrett Lee, and the up guy will get it. That's
Darnell Golson on the return.
That was Golson?
Yep.
Okay. So, again, Garrett Lee not consistent.
33
That's the
yards,
second bad kick he's had
return.
tonight. And so Blacksburg has good field position. They're going to mark the ball at the 35-yard line, first down.
That's great.
Much better than inside the 15, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That was a big-time defensive series right there by Coach Sheeler's bunch, and they really stepped up. Now from the offensive side of the ball, we've got to be able to move down the field.
And look who's in the backfield. Number 1, Corbin Hendricks.
Absolutely.
I think Coach Chris realized, down by 7, you got to get that kid back on the field. Bornstedt's in the shotgun. Hendricks right beside him. They're going to run the pitch play. Bornstedt's going to keep it. Look to pitch it. He didn't pitch it. He's still going all the way to the 30-yard line. Giles was going to pitch. He was going to pitch it to Hendricks, and Bornstedt kept the ball.
Great play by that young man. That could be a very important play going into this drive right here. Just to be able to start off with about a 15-yard run, and that's another play to where Caleb looks like a veteran quarterback out there.
Jack Hale into the game. Adam Vaught comes out at tight end, and Bornstedt big play to start the drive for Blacksburg. First down in midfield. 6.5 minutes left, third quarter. Blacksburg now trailing 17-10. But they are on the move. Corbin Hendricks, the ball carrier, and there he goes, 7 yards. Down to the 42-yard line. Looked like he stopped. He just kept going.
That was a great job by Hendricks. He, when he hit the hole, he sort of paused for a second and then made the cut to find the biggest hole. And
Gain of 7 on the play.
Run for about an 8-yard run there, 7 or 8 yard run.
Didn't look like he was going anywhere, did it?
Absolutely.
But he sure picked up a good yardage. Second down and 3. He gave him 7 on the play. Bornstedt stays in the shotgun. Hendricks is right beside him. He's going to look to throw. He's got plenty of time. Over the middle he goes. Look out. Whoa, that was almost intercepted. Good defensive play back there. They're looking for Steinspring. And it's knocked away to the 15-yard line.
That was a scary pass right there. They had Morgan McCoy and Steinspring there.
Yeah, they were both in the same area, so they brought 2 defensive backs with them. So, yeah, that was pretty dangerous.
Didn't quite get as much mustard on that ball as I'm sure he would like. Sort of lofted it in there a little bit.
So third down and 3. Stay in the shotgun. Hendricks right beside Bornstedt in the backfield. Look for Corbin Hendricks to get the ball here, and he does, and he's got the first down. Big yardage over the right side, down inside the 40. 37, he's still not down. 37-yard line. They finally got him down. He doesn't go down easy, I'll tell you that.
That was a great play up front.
There's 4 Giles players getting up, and some of them are limping.
Yep.
Corbin's beating them up. He's really hitting them hard.
I think he's hitting them hard, and I think the offensive line's doing a great job. I just sit there and watch the offensive line make some holes there for Corbin. Saw Jack Hale, the tight end, lock on to a defensive player and opened it up for him.
Corbin came out of the game. He needs a little bit of a rest. William Ingram is back in at tailback, and he gets the ball. And he's trying to get around the end. He didn't have any blocking, and he's not going to. He barely got back to the line of
Ingram, the ball
scrimmage.
carrier. No gain on the play.
I think Hendricks just needed a break.
Kelsey Vargas makes the stop.
You know, he's got to suck it up. We can't have him out of the game very long.
You know, it seems like we've had our most success when we're running straight at Giles.
Yeah, you're right. Try to get around the end there pretty quick. You're right. Good pursuit. 2nd down and 10. Scoreboard says 2nd and 11. It's about 2nd and 10 and a half. But anyway, they got a long way to go.
Sort of opening it up with a spread formation here on offense.
4 wide receivers for Bornstadt. Flags are down. Completed pass. And that was
pass is complete to Morgan McCoy. There's the flag on the play.
Let's see what the flag is. I think it's on Giles, actually, because they let the play continue.
Illegal procedure.
Oh, they called it on Blacksburg. Oh, my goodness. How can they do that? Aren't they supposed to stop the play on a procedure penalty?
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know. I thought that they were, but...
That's a shame because that takes away the 1st down. Good catch, good throw, and good catch from Bornstedt to McCoy.
5-yard penalty.
So now it's
back to the 42-yard line.
That's a tough penalty, costly penalty right there.
So now it's 2nd and 16 for Blacksburg. Bornstedt wants to run and does. Gets around the corner, 40-yard line, runs over a couple people, gets down inside the 40. Ran out of real estate down there. They forced him out of bounds.
He did a good job just to get positive yardage on that particular play. They had the rush coming, and
Hendricks back in the game.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
3rd down and long for Blacksburg.
3rd down, 14 yards to go.
Call 3rd and 14. Blacksburg at the Giles 40-yard line. 4.5 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Blacksburg trailing 17-10. Plenty of time to go in this football game. This is a huge play for the Bruins. Bornstedt looking to throw. Over the middle. Got his man, but he's not going to get the 1st down. He's going to be short. Is that Steinspring?
That looks like Steinspring. You know, this is going to be a tricky decision for Coach, you know, whether you go for it here on 4th down.
I think I would.
I do too. You know, I think Carson has the leg strong enough, but...
4th down, 8 yards to go.
Nope. They're putting Carson in. I don't see Carson. Are they going to punt?
Looks like they...
there comes Carson.
Looks like they're going to punt.
Yeah, they're going to punt. Wow.
Carson Wise on the punt.
And so Carson Wise obviously will just try to dump it down inside the 10-yard line. Oh, he kicked it too far. That is just not a good play. I mean, you gave him basically 15 yards.
Yeah,
that's not a good play. I can't understand why they didn't go for it there.
Gained field position on that particular play. Giles did.
So we know now what Carson Wise's weakness is. Pooch kicking.
He's got too strong of a leg,
All he
right?
needed to do was kick it about 15 yards. Have been perfect, and he kicks it 30. Yeah, so... All right, 1st down. Let's see if the Blacksburg defense can keep up the pressure here and maybe get the field position right back. 1st down at the 20-yard line for Giles. Last time they had it, they were 3 and out. Blacksburg would like to have another 3 and out right here. And there's a big run up to the...
Looks like
Ian Mann, the ball carrier, up to about the 30-yard line.
He's got a 1st down.
Yep. I thought we would see him back in here a little bit more on a regular basis. Tough young man.
Actually got 9 yards, 2nd and 1.
2nd down, a yard to go.
If you're an offensive coordinator, you love this play. You do anything you want. 2nd and 1. Probably just see Ian Mann again. I tell you, he's been tough tonight. He had 88 yards in the 1st half.
Wow.
So he's going to be a big part of the story if Giles wins this game. And it's Ian Mann again. And we got a flag.
Mann again, the ball
we should get a holding penalty on Giles. Because it's right in the middle of the line. It's in the Giles backfield. That's what it is, and that's huge.
That's a big penalty. Move them back because they had gained the momentum.
First penalty on Giles, major penalty, holding. And that'll slow Ian Mann down a little bit. 10-yard penalty in high school football.
Sort of had us on our heels there. And
yeah, it looked like the first drive of the second half, didn't it?
Yes, it did. So maybe this will change the momentum around for Blacksburg.
Not only that, it gives Blacksburg a chance to catch their breath a little bit here with the penalty, and they stop the play and march the yardage off. So it's now second down
7 yards to go.
and about 7.5 for Giles after the penalty. He had picked up the first down again. Ian Mann. I'm telling you, he's a force tonight. Ian Mann, just so you know, is a senior, 6 foot 175. So I'm sure there's some colleges looking at him.
Absolutely.
That running back. It's Ian Mann again, sweeping the left side, and he gets around there and picks up the first down. The Bruins were there, they just couldn't make the tackle.
Yeah, I saw Coach Sheeler down on the sideline. He was trying to get his linebackers' attention. It looked like the shift. I don't think they were able to recognize that, and that's what gained Mann the sweep there on that side.
First down for Giles, 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. They got it at the 32. Blacksburg would love to get another turnover right here. Got one in the first half, it was huge. It turned into 6 points.
Giles has sort of put the ball on the ground just a little bit. They've been fortunate enough to gain it back all but one time. Now would be a great time for Blacksburg for sure.
There's that little buck play that you talked about and didn't go anywhere. Stopped at the line of
Dusty Bogus, the ball carrier, hits the backfield.
Dusty Bogus was
Joey
the ball
Del Percio
carrier.
makes the stop.
Joey Del Percio came in as a linebacker position to make the play.
Absolutely.
Second and 10.
Loss of a yard on the play.
I believe that was a different formation. I think that might have been sort of what they consider their spin.
Okay.
To where it comes back to that opposite side of the field.
So many options off this offense. Boy, if you're a defensive coordinator, it's got to give you headaches.
Absolutely.
Trying to coach your guys and tell them what to look for.
Yeah, the biggest thing is you don't look. You just step and take care of an area.
Right. And there's up the middle play, and they stopped it. Good job. Oh, the ball's out. Blacksburg has the ball. I think it's on the ground. Let's see if they marked him down. I don't see a signal from the officials yet. The Bruins say they have it. We've got an official coming in from the side. And the question is, Brad, was he down before the ball came out? And I think he was.
Yeah, I could not tell. I saw the ball loose on the ground. I couldn't tell whether his knee was out. It looked like Joel Hunter came up with the ball, but there we go.
Blacksburg had it. The officials conferred, and they decided that the ball came out before he was down. Remember, there's no replay in high school football, so it's all up to the officials, and who got the best look at it.
Ben Brown on the recovery for the Bruins.
That's what we're hoping for.
Absolutely. This is where the momentum of your team changes. Here we are, 35-yard line driving in. We need to take advantage of this opportunity right here.
Definitely. Corbin Hendricks is in at tailback. Your quarterback is number 12, Caleb Bornstedt. First down, Blacksburg at the Giles 35-yard line. They trail 17-10. Pitch back to Corbin Hendricks. He turns the corner, and he puts his head up in the air and gets down to the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, and he did that all by himself. He took 2 players with him, 5 yards.
He's slow in getting up.
And that's not good. And hopefully it's just a cramp.
Official timeout on the field.
He's played a lot tonight.
He sure has. We
can't afford to lose him, that's for sure.
4-yard gain, moves the ball to the 30-yard line.
I see Sims on the sideline there with his shoulder pads off.
I think he's cramped. That's what it looks. See, they're working on his toes. Yeah, he's cramped, which is not good. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's serious too. And if you don't get the proper fluids, he may not come back. I mean, cramps are very painful, and they're going to keep you from playing, basically.
Absolutely. We need him on the field.
But they're not permanent. Yeah, we can't afford to have him out of the game at this point. So basically, if he goes out, then we're down to.
I think you're looking at either Will Ingram or Will Murray.
And Corbin's up, but you can tell he is cramped, and so they need to get some fluids in him as soon as possible.
It looks like Will Murray's in there in the tailback spot right now.
I'll tell you what I'd do. I'd get Morgan McCoy in there at tailback. Let him try to find him.
I helped Coach Morgan when he was in youth football, and he's a pretty shifty young man. Very good player. And, he could be one of those players, from the sides with the reverses that could scare people.
We've got Will Murray in the backfield now. We got 2 setbacks. It is Ingram with the ball. No, Bornstedt kept it.
He sure did.
Bornstedt on the keeper.
I lost
Short
the
gain on play.
ball. I thought Murray had it. And Bornstedt got about 3 yards. It'll be third down, I believe, in about 4.
And you thought the single wing was the only
Yeah,
one
exactly.
that could have the
that
fake.
one totally faked me out. I totally thought he handed it off. Somebody who called timeout. Oh, we got another. See, now we got cramps. And here's what we got, folks. This is the first game of the year. It's pretty warm down there, late in the third quarter, and if you're going to get cramps, this is when it happens. They just didn't drink enough water.
Well, you've got to start preparing your hydration.
Oh, that's right.
You have to start preparing, a few days in advance. You can't wait until the day of to try to hydrate.
That's exactly right.
It's changes of lifestyles for these guys. They've started back to school here the past couple of weeks, so I'm sure their eating habits have changed a little bit throughout the past couple of weeks, but they definitely have to take care of their bodies and have a good, healthy lifestyle.
Corbin's down here chugging the Gatorade bottle, trying to get some fluids in. They're stretching his toes out, see if they can't get that cramp loosened up. And we got a Giles player laying down at the 30-yard line. He's on his back, and they're stretching him out, so he's got cramps.
Well, I tell you, this has been a great football game, great physical football game.
Yep, 21 seconds left in the third quarter. This has been a quick third quarter, you know that?
It has.
There haven't been very many passes. I don't know, the referee's coming over here. I'm not sure why.
It really reminds me of the Giles Blacksburg games of old.
Can you see the number on that player?
It looked like number 32.
That's
Chad Randall.
Yeah.
Chad Randall, the injured player for Giles.
So Chad Randall, as the PA announcer said, is limping over to the sidelines. He is listed as a back and a linebacker, so we don't know how badly he'll be missed. But, both of these teams have players that they just can't afford to lose. They go both ways. They're not very deep, especially Giles. So
Absolutely.
Jeff Williams said coming in, he can't afford to lose anybody. He almost lost Ian Mann early, but Ian's come back. It's a big third down play, 3rd and 6 for the Bruins. Bornstedt with the ball. He's being chased from behind and tries to get around the corner and basically does not. They stopped him near the line of scrimmage. There's another 4th down decision for Coach Christ.
That looked like some miscommunication on that play. I'm not sure that whether the running back knew exactly what the play was or if Caleb had
That's
the end of the third quarter, so Coach Christ and his staff have time to talk about this decision on 4th down. We've played 3 quarters. We have 1 left. Timeout on the field with a score. Giles 17, Blacksburg 10.
Hi, I'm Tom Pospischal. I've been a volunteer for United Way's agency MedRide for, goodness, I think about 5 or 6 years now. I know in the case of MedRide, for example, there are people that just would not get treatment because they wouldn't have a ride otherwise a lot of times to the doctor, and they'd wait till they had an emergency. I think we all have to be members of the community, and I think it gives you a kind of a warm, fuzzy feeling to be able to think that you're contributing somehow.
Take my hand and start a brand new day.
Bill McShane, Brad Epperly back live at Bill Brown Stadium. As Brad just said, it's been one heck of a football game for opening night, and the outcome is still very much in question. We have 12 minutes left. We start the 4th quarter. Both teams are still on the sidelines. We've had both teams have cramping problems. Corbin Hendricks, the number 1 tailback for Blacksburg, went to the sideline with cramping. And then Giles just lost a player to cramp. So it's an endurance contest now, and this is conditioning now from here to the end of the game, Brad.
Absolutely. This is what you work hard for in the off season. You want to be stronger than the other team in the 4th quarter.
Well, let's see what Blacksburg has on 4th down. They're going to go for it on 4th down. It's 4th and 6. Bornstedt looking to throw. He's got Steinspring open. Steiny's got the first down inside the 20. That was a huge play. Yeah, Coach Chris knew after trying the pitch kick, he had to go for it. They're down by 7 in the 4th quarter.
I tell you what, that's a lot of confidence in these guys. Sophomore quarterback. A lot of confidence to be able to make that play. That was a huge decision by Coach Chris and paid off for the team.
And Steinspring, the senior, did a great job of just finding an open area and settling down and raising his hand. I'm open.
Absolutely.
And Bornstedt found him for the first down. Corbin Hendricks, I believe, is back in the game. Or no, it's number 4. I'm sorry. Will Murray at tailback. Will Murray has the ball. He's trying to take it to the outside. He does not get back to the line of scrimmage. Basically,
Will Murray, the ball carrier, dropped at the line of scrimmage.
Actually fell down at the line of scrimmage, so it's 2nd and 10.
Brandon Harless makes the stop.
Corbin Hendricks is still on the sideline. I'm not sure. He's using something on his calves to try to loosen him up. He's going back in the game.
Looks like Morgan McCoy is out there as well.
Yep, I think Corbin wants to go back in the game. He just talked to Coach Chris, but he's not going back in the game. It's 2nd and 10 at the Giles 20-yard line. So Bornstedt has Will Ingram beside him in the backfield. He's looking to throw. He's going to throw, and it's incomplete. Over the head of Josh Hefner. And Hefner was wide open.
Incomplete.
That was a huge play.
Corbin Hendricks trots back into the lineup. And I'm not sure he's 100%, but he's going to give it a go. 3rd down and 11.
Like to see the toughness of that young man. It says a lot.
We are in field goal range for Carson Wise, but I don't think that's what Dave Christ and his staff is thinking right now. They need another 1st down. They want to get in the end zone. It'll be up to Bornstedt. 3rd down and 11. Got to throw the ball here. Got some time. And he's going to, incomplete. Down to the sideline, he was looking.
Bornstedt's pass intended for Aiden Ball.
And it goes incomplete. It'll be 4th down, and Carson Wise trots onto the field. Try to get Blacksburg a little bit closer in this football game. This will be about 37 yards, it looks like. Remember now, Caleb Bornstedt is the holder. We're going to try anything special here. It'll be a 37-yard attempt from Carson Wise. Well within his range. He's on the right hash mark. Shouldn't be a problem for him.
This is a big kick. We got to get some points on the board. We got to get something from this drive.
Ball's down. Kick is up. Long enough. Looks good. Now, he pushed it to the right. Went right over the right upright, it looked like from here, but it was wide right. So that was a disappointment.
It is. I thought it was good, but you can't see. They're right on top of it there, and looks like it. Like you said, it went maybe just a little bit wide right.
Still plenty of time in this football game, and Blacksburg is obviously within 1 score of tying the game. And all they need to do now is play solid defense and try to cause another turnover, or at least get the ball back. 10:44 left to go in the game.
That's the hard part with this offense with Giles. They can grind it out. They can shoo the clock away.
That's exactly right. You won't see them putting the ball in the air now. And they go right with the run, and it's, again, the guys, Ian Mann in trouble for Blacksburg all night long. Got about 9 yards. 10 yard, looks like he got the 1st down, actually.
Sort of the same area that they drove down right there to start the 2nd half in.
But isn't Ian Mann hurt? Is he going to the sideline?
It looks like he's going to the sideline.
Just shy of the 30. It'll be 2nd down, less than a yard.
He didn't get the 1st down. 2nd and 1, and Mann goes to the sideline. He's shaken up. He's had a tough night physically. He's been banged up. But the good news for Blacksburg is he's not in the game on 2nd and 1. See what Giles does here. They're going to go around the right side. They're going to pick up the 1st down and more.
Tyler Purdue, the ball carrier, brings it out across the 35-yard line. That's enough for a 1st down for Giles.
Gets the snap and goes enough for a 1st down. Excuse me. So Giles, like you said, Brad, keeps the clock running.
7-yard line. 1st and 10.
They'll be inside 10 minutes when they snap the ball here.
They do, and they keep running to that short side of the field and basically just coming right at you. And it wears teams down when they're able to do that. And like I said, they're taking the clock away. So the clock is another big opponent against us right now.
1st down at the 37-yard line. Oh, the ball's on the ground. It was fumbled back at the 33-yard line, and they had the ball on it. They lose about 7 yards and a down. That's a mistake again by the Giles offense.
Wow, that could have been huge. Young man from Giles did the right thing, just to fall on it.
A lot of guys will try to pick it up and run, and that's a mistake. So that's a break for Blacksburg defensively, because now they have Giles in 2nd and long, 2nd and 14, back at the 33-yard line. They have to get all the way to the 47 for a 1st down. And there's the pitch, the toss in the backfield, and turning the corner. Look out, he's loose. Hunter, is that Ian Mann? He's going to go for a touchdown. I think it's Ian Mann, isn't it?
Can't tell if that's Ian Mann. Yes, it is Ian Mann.
He ran all the way for a touchdown from the 37-yard line. That is a tough play.
67 yards.
It's buck lateral. That buck lateral. It's they sort of pound it up the middle, and then the next thing you know, they're going to bring it around the outside.
Still a lot of time on the clock, though, for Blacksburg. This is going to be a extra point attempt for Garrett Lee. Garrett Lee, left-footed kicker. Try to make it 24-10. Ball's down, the kick is up, and the kick is good.
Garrett Lee's point after attempt is good.
So timeout on the field, 8:58 left to go in the football game. Giles now is out to a 24-10 lead over Blacksburg. And you're listening to Blacksburg High School Football on 105.3 The Bear.
Help keep our streets safe. Yield to pedestrians who step into a crosswalk. Every time, everywhere. Communication is the key, and a wave is a great way to communicate for both drivers and pedestrians. Situations are always changing, straight ahead and at every turn, all day long and into the night. So stay alert, stay safe, and remember to yield. It's worth the wait. A message from the Virginia Department of Rail and Public Transportation.
We're back live at Bill Brown Stadium. Now we'll see what the Bruins are made of, Brad, with almost 9 minutes on the clock. They trail by 2 touchdowns. Plenty of time, and they've got the capability to complete some passes. Let's see how they react to this.
Absolutely. There's still plenty of time. 9 minutes on the clock. We just have to be smart with our offensive sets here and try to march down the field, try to conserve as much time as possible. There's no need to panic right now.
Nope, absolutely not.
And be patient and let your plays do their job, and we can respond here.
Garrett Lee will kick off, and hopefully we get a chance to return. David Hirsch is deep for Blacksburg. Lee's put a couple in the end zone tonight. And that one's going pretty deep and away from, and it's going to roll into the end zone. Hirsch couldn't get it. He kicked it away from Hirsch and it rolled into the end zone, and it's an automatic touchback.
Tell you what, that was a good kick, though. Just a couple yards further back up the field, and it would have rolled out of bounds.
Good news is the clock didn't start. So.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That saved time, but the bad news is we have 80 yards to go. So this is going to be interesting to see how the Blacksburg offense reacts here and see if Dave Christ changes the game plan at all. And let's see if Corbin Hendricks is, nope, he's not in the game. He's down here on the sideline, so that's not good. Boy, you got to think, wonder what it would be like if Ryan Sims was healthy and Corbin Hendricks, if we had our players, how this might be different.
Well, you never know. And the one thing I've learned from football, you play with the players that you got on the field, and you just do the best that you can with what you have. And hopefully Sims will be okay, and definitely Corbin as well.
Corbin's okay. He's just got cramps, and I don't think doesn't look like he's going to play anymore tonight based on what I'm looking at. He's on the sideline with his helmet off.
That was a good hard run there.
Ingram. Ingram got about, he got 2 yards, but he worked hard to get those 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Bornstedt is in the shotgun. They've got 4 wide receivers, so they're opening up the offense a little bit here. He's got the snap. He's looking downfield. He's throwing. And that was a miscommunication because Steinspring never turned around.
Bornstedt's pass intended for Steinspring is incomplete. 3rd down and 8.
Definitely was some confusion there on that play. And you're gonna see that, and we have to expect that at times. This is Caleb's first game as a quarterback, and you're gonna see some of those confusion traits, but. Overall, I think Caleb's done a very good job.
Oh, no question. He's going to be a fine quarterback. He just needs game experience, which is getting tonight. 3rd down and 8. Blacksburg would love to convert this here. They want to give the ball back to Giles right now.
3 receivers over on the left-hand side of the field.
Interception.
I think it hit the ground. He called it incomplete pass.
Bornstedt's pass intended for Morgan McCoy, broken up.
Right, he did hit the ground. Almost an interception. The ball was intended for Morgan McCoy, and Giles was ready for it. They're back playing the pass, so it'll be 4th down. Clock stops with 8:09 left to go, and Giles is going to get the ball back. And again, with the way they run their offense, they're probably going to choose more time off the clock. Carson Wise is back to kick. Giles has 2 guys back, anticipating the punt here. Oh, good kick by Carson Wise.
Great kick.
All the way inside the 40-yard line. And nowhere to go for the Giles runner. They get him at the 41-yard line. Good play by Jack Hale. Nice play.
Very good pursuit. He came down, broke down, and made a great tackle. I look forward to some big things out of Jack Hale. I know his dad, and his dad was a great football player here at Blacksburg. Could catch anything that you threw at him. He was a receiver, and just look for some great things out of Jack.
That was Brett Whitlow on the return. He just didn't have any place to run. Good coverage. First of all, it was a great kick. A lot of hang time and good coverage by the kick team.
Absolutely.
First down for Giles at their own 42, so they get good field position. And you know we're going to get a full diet of Ian Mann right now because Blacksburg has had real problems stopping him tonight. There he goes, right side. A lot of running room. Tackled from behind. That was Del Percio. That was C.J. Linkus. Now it was Alardo who got him. Marcus Alardo got him, but he got about 10 yards.
Makes the stop.
He took the the fullback went in motion. They were basically trying to spread the linebackers out, and it worked.
He actually got 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Ball's right on the 50-yard line. Clock is moving. 7.5 minutes left. Blacksburg had a 10-9 halftime lead. It's been all Giles. Here in the second half, they lead 24-10. And as Whitlow keeps the ball, goes up the middle, picks up the first down. So Ian Mann gets a break. Whitlow with a carry and the first down for Giles. Well, no matter what happens tonight, you still got to feel good about this Blacksburg football team. I mean, you know, they played with a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm, made some big plays, 4th down plays. I mean, defense overall played pretty well, and you know, playing a good Giles team.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a good team. You know, they went 10-2 last year, and you know, I know that they're picked to win the Three Rivers again this year, and Giles is always good. And it's hard to prepare for.
And remember, this is not a district game for Blacksburg, so they have no opportunity to recover if they do lose tonight. There's another 7 or 8 yard gain. That was Tyler Purdue. So they're getting a lot of their players involved now in the offense, and they're running the clock. 6.5 minutes left to go.
You know, in many cases, this is where Giles sort of blossoms. They run smash mouth football right at you the entire of the game, and by the fourth quarter, you start getting tired.
And Blacksburg is substituting on defense, and you're right. That's what they're doing. Jack Hale just came in. Parker Robertson is coming out. And I'm sure Coach Sheeler senses his guys are just bone tired.
Yep, absolutely. Well, still have 6 minutes to go. We still have time. We need to make a couple key stops right here.
Oh, yeah, plenty of time, especially if the ball gets put on the ground again. There's a penalty flag, and apparently we're going to get another holding penalty on Giles because it's in the Giles backfield. The Giles coaches are out talking to the referee. We got a Giles player on the ground. So let's see what the call is here. Stops the clock with 5:35. Excuse me.
Holding called against Giles.
Yeah, it's holding on Giles. 5:55 left to go in the game. And another Giles player on the ground.
I can't tell who's down for Giles.
Impossible to see. He's laying on his back at about the 39-yard line. This is good for Blacksburg's defense. Give them a chance to get their breath a little bit, get their wind back. And with this holding penalty, it'll be 2nd and long. And maybe they can get the ball back and get back in this football game.
Absolutely.
10-yard spot foul. Moves the ball back.
Giles has turned it over twice. In that offense, you are susceptible to land the ball on the ground, and it'd be great timing if it could happen now for Blacksburg's sake.
Will Ingram just came in on defense. Will Murray is out.
16 yards to go.
It'll be interesting to see if Corbin Hendricks comes back when Blacksburg gets the ball back. I'm sure it'll depend on the score and the situation.
Yeah, I see him. He's still over there trying to stretch.
Oh, here he is.
Yeah,
I see him now. I'm sure hoping Ryan Sims is okay. That's a tough deal for Ryan.
Yeah, you hate to see that. He played so hard last year, and
hopefully it's just an ankle sprain. That's the best we can hope for, I guess.
I hope so. I can't tell. It looks like that I can't tell if he has something taped up there on his left ankle. Or
is he down there?
He is down there. He's
I see him. Yep. Yeah, looks like he's got his left ankle taped. Here's Giles running that power sweep again.
It's the buck lateral.
Yeah, and they got the penalty yardage back, but it'll be 3rd down and about 9 for Giles.
Great thing is he went out of bounds, so it stops the clock.
The 49-yard line.
Parker Robertson is back into the game. Actually, he did. He stepped out of bounds back at midfield, so it'll be 3rd down and 12.
3rd down, 13 yards to go.
For Giles. Huge play for Blacksburg, especially since the clock has stopped. You know, if they could get a quick score here, Brad, we still have a football game.
Absolutely.
Got to stop them right here, get the ball back. They had to run that play that they started the game with Bornstedt flanked wide to the right and Phoenix Cole.
Just get a little altitude on the ball.
Just get it up there. Bornstedt will get it.
Timeout called by Giles, their first timeout.
Giles calls a timeout.
Like Coach Sheeler and Coach Lucas out there trying to get the defense straight.
And if you're wondering where Chris Lucas is, he's down there as a defensive line coach. So I had to go out and recruit another partner, and boy, I got lucky. I got a great guy up here, Brad Epperly. You're doing a great job, Brad.
Well, thank you, Bill. This has been a joy for me to do, and I look forward to working with you.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun year. I'm so impressed with this Blacksburg team, even if they don't win tonight. I mean, I see a lot of good things down there. I really do, and I think that they're going to win some games this year.
I think they are. I think they're going to surprise some people. They got a lot of young men out there that play with a lot of heart, and most importantly, that's what you got to have to be winners.
Well, and young is the key. Bornstedt, their quarterback's a sophomore. Corbin Hendricks is a sophomore. Ryan Sims, who we don't know how badly he's hurt, but he's a junior. And then they've got McCoy, who's a freshman. So, they've got some players, but they're young.
They really do. And I tell my kids quite frequently, some of the most successful people in the world have failed the most. So
right.
you learn from your failures and adversity, and you find a way to improvise and move forward.
Colonel Sanders didn't get that chicken recipe going until he's 60.
That's right.
Now, Giles is actually going to throw the ball, if you can believe that. And they throw it, and it's incomplete, and it stops the clock. That surprises me.
That does surprise me.
They could have run another 2 minutes off the clock if they'd have run the ball. Wow. I guess they thought they'd catch Blacksburg sleeping, but they did not.
Yeah.
Nobody was open.
Maybe got just a little bit greedy there.
So now, with 5.5 minutes left, Blacksburg should get the ball back. Steinspring is deep, along with Golson. And again, it's Garrett Lee, the kicker, who's had some good kicks and some bad kicks tonight. Let's hope he has another bad kick.
See, they got Morgan McCoy in there on the corner on this punt rush. They haven't gotten much of a rush on before, but see what happens.
Oh, they got it. They blocked it. That's way to go. You called that one. They blocked the kick, and Blacksburg will get the ball at the 47-yard line. Was it McCoy who got it?
46-yard line.
There you go. What a play by the young man.
Morgan McCoy on the block.
He's had a good game tonight. This is his first game, too,
That's what Blacksburg needed. Now they need a quick score, and this is a brand new ball game.
Absolutely.
See who comes in on offense. Well, the running back's going to be Will Ingram. Bornstedt has him up. And they're going no huddle. They're going right to the shotgun. They got 3 wide receivers. Let's see what Bornstedt can do here. He's got plenty of time, good protection, throwing down the middle of the field. Steinspring is there. First down at the 32-yard line.
Great patience by Caleb to sit back in the pocket. I'm afraid that we might have had an illegal man downfield, though. It looked like all of the receivers were up on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's exactly what the call
is. One of them was covered up.
Penalty on Blacksburg. Steinspring also made a great play coming back for the ball.
Absolutely.
As a receiver, you can't wait for the ball to get there. You got to go get it, and he did that. But well, that penalty hurts. Illegal man downfield.
Penalty against the Bruins.
And that happens on a long pass play. The linemen get too far downfield, and that's a penalty.
Yeah, and I think what happened there is we had 3 receivers out. Every one of them was up on the line of scrimmage. So you're covering one of those guys up. They can't go down the field, and I believe that's what happened with that particular play. Again, just a little bit of confusion there.
Now, Dave Christ can't be happy about that penalty, but it's still first down. Clock is now running. It'll be right about 5 minutes when they snap the ball here. Bornstedt's going to go under center. Now, he's going to go shotgun. He's directing traffic right now. A lot of poise for this young man. He's a sophomore. He's moving players around, talking to people. And they're going to hand the ball to, he's not going to get very far. You see, we've just, the ball came out actually.
Will Ingram, the ball carrier, fumble on the play, covered by Giles.
And Brad, you're right. We have had no success trying to run wide on this Giles defense tonight, and that one cost us.
Yeah, you know, you have to be able to run north and south and move it down the field, and they have done a great job of pursuit against us tonight, being able to string it to the sideline. And
Giles takes over first and 10 at the 34-yard line of Blacksburg.
Well, Giles now in the driver's seat. They're up by 2 touchdowns. They've got 4:45 on the clock, 4:49 on the clock, and all they have to do is run their offense, and that should be good enough. Just avoid the turnovers. Ian Mann is back in, and he's got the ball. Around the right side he goes, tripped up. He falls ahead for about 6 or 7 yards.
Inside the 30-yard line.
I don't think Giles has ran to the left side of the field the entire second half. They've stayed over there on that right side.
That's the tight side, right?
To the tight side, yeah. Absolutely. And ran basically off tackle and then that buck lateral sweep.
Well, I'll say one thing. The crowd is still here. We didn't see anybody leaving early tonight. That's a good sign.
That is. It's good to see. Good to see the students still here cheering their team on, and you know, that's what this is about. We're going to get better. You know, we'll get better together.
Next week, by the way, Blacksburg back home against Liberty, so hopefully you can come out for that game. If not, check us out on the radio. We'll be on at 7 o'clock. There's another running play for Giles. I think it was
Tyler Purdue, the ball carrier.
Tyler Purdue.
Inside the 30.
He got the 29-yard line.
That was a big hit by Marcus Lombardo there.
Yeah, you think about it, defense has played really well. I know they've given up 24 points, but
gain of a yard on the play.
They've really played. They've been hitting tonight. They've knocked the ball loose a couple times. They played really well.
I think they've done very well as well. You know, we've given up a couple big plays.
The 67-yard run hurt. That's right.
And they found something on our defense there in the second half, and they've sort of attacked us at that area. And I'm sure that Coach Sheeler will go back and look at the films and correct whatever that is.
They run inside. That probably is going to be Whitlow.
Whitlow, the ball carrier, has the ball down near the.
He did not get the first down. He's close to it. Now we got another player down. I think it's Whitlow actually. Yeah, he got up kind of slow. They stopped the clock for some reason. I guess
Parker Robertson makes
Whitlow
the
was
stop.
down. Actually, they
timeout.
Blacksburg took a timeout. You're right. 3:07 left. Why not? You got all your timeouts left. Try to, at least use your timeouts and hope something good happens here.
Absolutely.
We'll keep it right here. Our post-game show coming up. What you got?
We got a couple updated scores here. Late in the fourth quarter, Pulaski's leading Radford 28-9. And over
Christiansburg.
Over there on 460 in Christiansburg, 10 minutes into the fourth quarter, Christiansburg's leading Floyd 35-21. So it sounds like the Christiansburg team is back on track.
They got a wake-up call with Patrick Henry last week.
Absolutely.
The scrimmage with Patrick Henry is supposed to be one of the best teams in the state. And by the way, they're on Blacksburg's schedule.
Yeah, they are fast. Mr. Prince, the quarterback for PH, he's quite an athlete. Brad Bradley had the program there last year. Had fortunate being able to coach with Brad's father while I was in Salem, and he really got that program going in the right direction. Now Brad is at Heritage.
They'll be here September 14th, by the way. They'll be here in Blacksburg to play the Bruins. So we'll get to see them. Not that we want to. There's Ian Mann. He's been a busy guy tonight. We finally got him down, but he got a first down.
Tyler Purdue.
Oh, that's Tyler Purdue. I'm sorry. Purdue is number 6. Ian Mann's number 5, just so you folks know. That's hard for me to tell the difference.
It is hard to see those powder blue numbers on those jerseys.
And the lights here are really not that special, to be honest with you. And they're on the far side of the field. It's very difficult. And we're not very high either. Let's see, do I have any other excuses? I think that's all.
we can see the yellow numbers really well for Blacksburg.
Absolutely. I have no problem with that. You can see the scoreboard. And with Giles, we pretty much guess. It's either going to be Whitlow, Mann, or Tyler Purdue at this point. Those are your running backs. First down for Giles. Ball's at the 20-yard line at Blacksburg. They go up the middle, and look out, down inside the 10-yard line. Whitlow tackled at the 5-yard line. Well, if you're Blacksburg, you really don't want to give up another score here.
No, you want to hang on.
The scoreboard's not going to be. That's really not going to tell you the story of this game.
It'll be first and goal.
They ran the fake lateral there and basically just gave the dive and sort of exposed us there right off tackle.
Now, if you're Frank Beamer right here, you take a knee and let the clock run out. You don't score. But I don't know. I doubt if Jeff Williams is going to do that.
You know, Coach Williams, I think he played at Virginia Tech there.
Oh, did he?
At one point.
Okay.
I believe he might have been a kicker over there.
Okay. Well, they're just going to run their offense, and if they get in the end zone, so be it, I guess. They're not going to take a knee. Well, and let's see, did they get in? Yep, they did. Not sure who did.
Tyler Purdue has the touchdown for
Giles from 5 yards out, and that comes with 2:07 on the clock. 5-yard touchdown run by Tyler Purdue. Extra point coming from Garrett Lee. And now the fans are starting to head to the parking lot, and I don't blame them. Not very many of them, though. They're still here. I think they'll be back next week, too.
I do, too. I really do. I hope so. These guys, you know, they played hard today. And,
Kick is up by Garrett Lee, and it's good. So that makes it 31-10. Timeout on the field. 2:07 left to go. Score. Giles 31, Blacksburg 10. Bill McShane and Brad Epperly back. Game one for the Blacksburg Bruins. Unfortunately, it didn't go the way Blacksburg fans and players and coaches would have liked, but it's a good beginning. They had a 10-9 lead. They at times looked very sharp tonight. They do have a lot of young players, and they had to fight the injury bug tonight. Brian Sims, their starting tailback, went out in the first quarter with a leg injury, never came back. Corbin Hendricks spent most of the second half on the bench with cramps, so that didn't help at all.
No, that doesn't help, and you know, conditioning is such an important aspect of the game. You know, we were strong the first 2 quarters of the game, and we just need to work towards the 4 quarters. And you know, the kids played hard. They played hard, and I'm still very impressed with their attitude. And you know, I look forward to next week.
A lot of Blacksburg players hanging their heads on the sideline, but they're just going to have to put this behind them and move on.
Absolutely.
Lee's kick goes to the 5-yard line. We're going to get a return from, is that David Hirsch?
David Hirsch on the return.
David Hirsch, yes.
He got up to about the 20-yard line where Blacksburg goes to work with 2 minutes left to go in the game.
Ryan Johnson makes the stop for Giles. Returns up to the 20-yard
We've had some players really have some good games today.
Yeah, we really have. I think Alardo and C.J. Linkus had great games.
Absolutely. Yeah, you know, I think that
Hendricks had a good game while he was in there.
I've been impressed with Caleb
and Bornstead had a good game. Yeah.
Been impressed with Morgan McCoy.
Yeah.
You know,
and the little wide
freshman.
Yeah, and Steinspring, the wide receivers did good today.
They've done well. You know, this is. I know they're disappointed, but this is not something for them to hold their heads low about. We learn from it and move forward.
Phoenix Cole is the quarterback,
I was getting ready to say, looks like you got a new quarterback in there.
And for some reason, Blacksburg had to call a timeout because something wasn't right. And we didn't have enough players on the field. That's what happened. C.J. Linkus wasn't on the field. So, mental mistake by C.J. cost us a timeout. Really doesn't matter at this point. But Phoenix Cole is a new quarterback. Bornstedt did play a good game, and you know, I think Hendricks had over 100 yards tonight rushing.
I think so.
Pretty sure he did anyway.
You know, he was running hard, and
he had 88 in the first half.
Came back with with the cramps and that sort of effect, and kept him here on the sideline here in the second half. You know, see Sims down there. We obviously hope that we can have him back next week.
It's good to see him on the sideline. That means the injury can't be too serious.
Right.
We don't see a cast. We don't see a boot. So hopefully it's just a twisted ankle, sprained ankle, or something like that.
Absolutely. Looks like Blacksburg's offense is back out there ready to go.
And the quarterback is number 5, Phoenix Cole. He was in on the first play of the game and threw an interception. It was a trick play and just didn't work for Blacksburg. He's rolling out. He's going to throw, and he finds his receiver, and that's the big guy, Adam Vaught. And Vaught comes out to the 30-yard line. And it's close to a first down.
Very good play. You know, I think it's good to get Phoenix in the game, get him some experience.
Yeah, he's the backup quarterback. You never know when he's got to play.
Absolutely.
Gain of 9 on the play.
They got 9, so they didn't stop the clock. First down will stop the clock. Minute 34 left to go. Phoenix again in the shotgun. He's going to throw deep. And he's got Steinspring.
Well, that's number 7. That's Colin Ball.
Oh, is that Colin Ball?
Colin Ball.
That's a touchdown.
Great job.
Phoenix Cole, the Colin Ball for a touchdown. 71-yard touchdown pass. Phoenix Cole to Colin Ball. Wow. You know what? That's just huge. You're not going to win the game, but that's so important going into next week.
It's something to build on.
That's exactly right.
Something to build on.
Carson Wise is on to kick the extra point. Wow. This will make it 31-17 if Carson connects, and we still have a minute 31 left to go. Sorry, minute 21 left to go in the game. And you can expect an onside kick from Blacksburg. That's for sure. They have nothing to lose at this point. Bornstedt will hold at the 10-yard line. Ball is mishandled. The snap went bad. Carson Wise falls down, so they didn't get a chance to kick the extra point. It was a bad snap. Really a bad snap. Bornstedt had no chance. Carson Wise fell on his back at the 20-yard line. So we have a timeout on the field. 1:31 left. Our score, Giles 31, Blacksburg 16.
Dude.
Dude.
Dude, pick it up.
Pick it up.
Pick it up.
Pick it up.
Pick it up, Blacksburg.
Bill McShane, Brad Epperly back here at Bill Brown Stadium. A little bit of buzz in the stadium now. A lot of people have gone home, but they missed a great play. What was it, 71 yards?
71 yards, yes.
Phoenix Cole, the backup quarterback, to Colin Ball, who basically has not played a lot tonight either. I would say he's a backup wide receiver, and that's a touchdown. And all of a sudden, it's a 2-touchdown game, and let's see what Blacksburg does with, see if they try to execute an onside kick here.
You have to think that that's what's going to happen. I'm sure that Giles has got their front line lined up with their hands team with receivers.
I would think that, but I see a lot of high numbers out here. So we'll see what happens. Carson Wise is definitely looking like he's going to kick it to the left side. Be interesting to see if he tries to hit it into the ground or kicks it high. There's different ways to do this. The idea is you want the ball to be in the air and give your guys a chance before the other team can get it. Or he could kick it really hard into the front line, but bounces off of him. We'll see what he does. This will be an onside kick. They don't practice this much, you gotta believe. This is something they just don't spend a lot of time on. Okay, the ball's down, it goes up in the air. Look out, Blacksburg has a chance. It's loose, and I don't know who has it. There's a lot of jerseys down there, blue and white.
Is recovered by Giles.
Giles did get it, but boy, Blacksburg had a chance at it.
What a great onside kick.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just perfect.
Yeah, it bounced up in the air really high, and if Blacksburg would have had somebody in there a little bit taller, they could have got maybe a chance at the ball, but give Giles credit, they came away with it.
Spotted at the Giles 48-yard line.
Blacksburg has one timeout left, is that right?
That's correct, one
Okay.
timeout. Score 31-16.
31-16. Good job by Blacksburg to hang in. Morgan McCoy trots off the field. He's had a good game. Blocked a kick, and brought a couple passes.
Made a couple key tackles.
And guess who has the ball? Ian Mann.
Tyler Purdue.
It's Tyler Purdue, I'm sorry.
Second half, they've stayed to that right side. They've run off tackle. I think what they've been doing is doubling the tackle and pushing the end out, and we just didn't have enough bodies there to be able to stop it. They just basically played smash mouth football here the second half.
Clock running. We're inside a minute. Blacksburg has one timeout left, which they most likely will call if they stop them on this play. 15 seconds on the play clock. So really, Giles doesn't have to snap it till the clock is down to 30 seconds if they don't want to. They're not really paying any attention to it, I don't think. Nope, they snap it. And now Blacksburg needs a timeout.
Brett Whitlow.
And they take it.
Gets the ball across
That's their final
midfield.
timeout. Well, they didn't take it. Clock's still running. I guess Coach Chris figures it's pretty much over anyway. Yeah, he's
let the clock run.
Yeah, he's thinking probably I don't want to get Bells hurt at this point. And I think that's it. We're not going to have another play. They're just going to let the clock run out. So the final score here tonight from Bill Brown Stadium: Giles 31, Blacksburg 16. We're back with our post-game show. Coming up, you're listening to Blacksburg High School Football on 105.3 The Bear.